Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Tiger Stadium in Liberty Center, Ohio, where tonight NCTV5 brings you the game between the visiting 1-0 Montpelier Locomotives and the 1-0 hometown Liberty Center Tigers. This is Tom Fry standing in for Spike Whitman, who is vacationing down in, I'm not sure, Virginia or West Virginia.
That's Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke, Virginia.
He's got a sports engagement, Tom, that he couldn't get out of, and he's representing Kern Collision there in a softball tournament.
I want to ask you a question later on. Does he actually run the bases or somebody run for him?
I'm not sure, but I did hear they won their first game, and it's a real honor to play in that tournament. But, boy, he's got orange and black on, and he wishes he could be here.
All right. That's the voice of Jim Leatherman, the longtime 9-year sidekick and right-hand man of Spike Whitman. And also with us, Landis Utopia Burmeister on the camera. Jim, last week Liberty Center had a fairly easy time with it over at Tenora. I don't think I was any surprise Liberty winning, but over in Williams County, this Montpelier Locomotive team pretty well put it to the Hicksville Aces, 54-7. Last year Hicksville was a state semifinalist. I'm not quite sure what went on. Maybe Charlie got hit by graduation, maybe by injuries, or Jim, just maybe, this Montpelier football team might be a good football team.
Tom, I think it's a little bit of both there. Montpelier's had a coach there that was, it's about his 5th year, I think we were talking about before the game. And Joe Botji, who played in 1992 in some of those teams, and that's when Montpelier was really rocking and rolling with the likes of Nathan Rose and some very good athletes. And he's got this ball club inspired, and they believe, and, well, they sure got it done in a big way last week. It might be wise to point out that we are seeing two of the highest powered offenses that comes along, at least at this point in the season. Both these teams won by a 47-point margin. And I don't mean your table spread. I mean the difference in winning and losing was 47 points, both of them. So that's 96 points of positive football last week that's coming ahead right here at Tiger Stadium. So there's just a lot to look forward. I think the Tiger secondary will be a little more tested than last week, but the overall team quickness for the Tigers coming off of last week, this 2005 group really looks like they mean to play some football.
They did look awful good on tape. Speaking of high-powered, Montpelier in process of beating Hicksville 54-7. They ran up an incredible 695 yards of total offense, 550 yards on the ground. And actually one young man out here tonight, number 33, you will see him in the backfield, John Daft, a 6-foot, 180-pound junior. He ran for 365 yards and 4 scores of his own. Jim, that's a pretty good night. That's a pretty good season for a lot of ball players.
Oh, that is. So that tells you he must have some wheels and some strength, and he might be the whole package. But it'll be a good football contest, and the field is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it just wouldn't be any better than this. They've watered it, they've nurtured it, and, of course, this is the kickoff here at Tiger Stadium.
One other little tidbit here. This is the 80th meeting of these two teams. They're original members of the NWOAL. And in the previous 79 years, this series is even. 38, 38, and 3. It's hard to believe. But, okay, we're getting ready for the kickoff here. Bobby Black has it teed up. Montpelier won the toss and elected to receive. Black approaches the ball. Oh, it's a high, short kick. Comes down to Montpelier at about the 32-yard line. He's smothered under.
Derek Hefflinger, number 3, right there on the stop. I don't know, that was kind of a misfire because we saw Bobby Black get some booming kicks off last week, but evidently he got under that just a little too much. But Derek Hefflinger very quick there on the tackle.
Well, Jim, that wasn't too bad. He didn't get much of a return on it, so Montpelier will take over at their own 33-yard line, and we're going to have Stuart Thorpe, the quarterback. And as we said before, in the I formation here, that's John Daft in the backfield. Liberty Center in their 4-4 defense. It's a handoff to Daft. He's hit right away. There's not much of a gain at all, Jim.
Yeah, I think they had his number there. Kyle Hesterman, number 64, that right defensive end, made first contact, got him slowed up in the backfield, and then, of course, then comes the Tigers by committee, which is what you need.
And watching the tape last week, I do believe you mentioned Mr. Hesterman's name a whole lot last week. He played a heck of a game.
He did. He got plenty of statistics halftime when Spike was recounting it. Man, he had the team lead at that point in tackles.
The Tigers, excuse me, Jim.
Go ahead.
The Tigers were all over Daft. Well, you have to figure with 365 yards last week, they're going to key on him.
He will be a marked man.
Thorpe, he faked another. Oh, my Lord.
25.
That's Daft again with the ball. There, I think he lost yardage.
Yeah, that's Tate Slee. Mr. Tate Slee didn't appear blocked on that play, and I'm telling you, he got a whole bunch of that ball carrier.
Maybe, just maybe, Montpelier is not going to have as easy a time as they had last week running the ball for 550 yards.
Well,
I do believe that's about a loss of 2 yards. It brings up third and about 13.
I would say that our coaching staff is as good as anyone in making adjustments, and certainly they looked at the Montpelier game films from a week ago, probably via Charlie Bosselman, and they've got a plan.
They got two receivers out to the left side. Thorpe back to pass, rushes on, he gets rid of it. It's caught.
Yep.
It's caught by, let's say, Kurt Moore.
Number 2, Brett Babcock on the tackle out there. And I tell you, Jason Moeller brought a load and delivered a whale of a hit on the local quarterback, but he still was able to fire a strike out there. And wow, moved the sticks in short order, Tom.
That's a big call for 3rd and 13. He got 32 yards on that, up over the 50 to the they're in Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. We have a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the Locos on that. The Tigers were twitching a little bit, but I don't believe they jumped into the neutral zone, whereas I think the boys in pastel blue out there might have twitched improperly.
False start on that'll cost them 5 yards. Move it back into their own territory, back to about the 40, the Loco 47. It'll bring up, still leave it at 1st and 15. Jim, so far it's that was a big play on 3rd and 13 before. They're going to have to tighten up on that.
Oh yeah, well they were thinking run.
Thorpe under center, he's back to pass again. A quick slant to Moore again. He's got it. Down the sideline, down to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown.
Yep, and
no flag.
Right, that's going to stand. That was a well-conceived slant pass over the Tigers' middle there. And Paul Smith kind of overcommitted, was just a tad out of position, and this big back, or receiver rather, kind of ran by him, and then he had open field.
That was Kurt Moore. He's a 5'10", 160-pound senior. Thorpe put it right on the money.
Yep, I'm liking this quarterback. He can stand in there in the face of pressure, which he's seen, and still deliver a strike.
Montpelier will attempt the kick, point after. Number 75, Eric Thompson. Bad snap, he gets it up. Oh, hits the left goal post.
Yeah, that was a kind of a weak kick there. Again, they got her down in position for him, and he doinked the goalpost, Tom. So Tigers dodged a bullet on that conversion.
Yeah,
but, you know, you think about the Tigers' defense there on that first stand, didn't look like they had him contained, albeit from a couple pass plays.
Yes, that's right, Jim.
Yeah, they stopped the running game cold, but, boy, that...
We'll have to give Montpelier a little credit. They figured out they'll have to open it up a little bit to keep away from the run defense.
Well, he sure had a nice target to throw to. This last back was a big, strong boy, and once he had some open field ahead of him, he got there.
Well, last week, Liberty fell behind 6-0. It was a little bit different on a fumble return, but maybe tonight they'll get it together after this also. Back deep for Liberty Center will be Paul Smith. Number 28, Casey Bodenbender. Jim, last week, Tenora made the mistake of kicking off at the beginning of the game or after they scored their first touchdown to Paul Smith, and they got burned. But also at the beginning of the second half, they kicked it short to Brett Babcock, and he returned it up over almost to the 45 yards, up to the 25-yard line of Sonora. So maybe they really don't know what they want to do. We'll see.
Yep, and special teams can have a big play in outcomes of games. You gotta not give up field position, and of course if you've got the ball, that's what you want is good field position.
Montpelier poaches the ball. Kicker short. It's going to be Babcock at the 30. Oh, bowls his way up over to 35 to about the 37 or 38 yard line, where Liberty Center will set up shop with 9:40 left in the first period. We'll see what they can do on offense.
Tom, that's good field position. So here we go. Now the Tigers got a fresh set of downs and whatnot. That Sun is in a position where a receiver looking back for a ball is going to be bothered by the Sun.
Babcock under center. Fake up the middle. Tate Slee up the middle. He goes up over the 45 to about the 46-yard line. That's a gain of about 8 yards. It'll bring up second and probably about a long 2, maybe 3.
Yeah. I know last week Tigers settled in against Sonora after miscuing there in the first little bit, and boy, then they just executed. I mean, whatever play they wanted to run, it just seems like they knew how to go about it and got her done.
Babcock and Slee in the backfield. Paul Smith winged out to the right or left. Babcock back to pass. It's a long one down the middle to Paul Smith. Oh, just out of his reach.
Wow, 3 DC receivers deep and 3 Montpelier boys covering them, but 2 of them picked Casey Bodenbender up the right side there, left Paul Smith open, but he was dealing with the sun, Tom. You know he had to be. He was kind of...
And we do have a breeze here blowing from the west side. Maybe it got up in the breeze a little bit. Brian Babcock's got quite an arm on him. He threw that one about 45 yards in the air. It's kind of hard to overthrow Paul Smith.
It is. It is. It's almost where that pass needed to be, but he didn't quite make connection.
Okay. Hand off to Brett Babcock again.
Looks like that ought to move the sticks for him, Tom.
Almost. Yes, sir. Looks like it's going to be a first down for Liberty Center. Just short of midfield, probably be marked right about the 49-yard line. First down, yes, sir. That's get a little momentum going. That's what they need. Yeah,
a little ball control. Hang on that ball a little bit and kind of get your bearings and just start working on that line of scrimmage dominance there if you can.
Smith and Babcock in the wing. Tate Slee in the backfield. Casey Bodenbender. Pass out here to Paul Smith. He's down the left sideline, breaks a tackle, cuts to the outside, finally knocked out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, he got another 6 yards there from a great block by Casey Bodenbender over here on about the 30-yard line, and that was a nice pitch and catch there by quarterback Babcock to Paul Smith.
Jim, I think that's about an 18-yard gain. Like you say, it might loosen it up for the running game.
Couple good protection blocks there as Babcock needed a little time to
hand off to Brett Babcock off the left side. He drives down inside the 20, down to about the 17.
Tyler Carpenter, number 50, on a nice block there. You know, so much of a good blocking scheme is sustaining the blocks. You know, you can make that contact, but those plays take just a little bit, so it's good to continue contact and to drive that guy you're trying to block. And I think Tyler Carpenter gave a good example of that for you there.
I think Linger would be happy with 6 yards on every first down. Hand off to Tate Slee up through the middle. Down to almost the 10-yard line. A gain of about 7. I think that's going to move the sticks again, Jim.
Yes, sir. They're moving. That crew over there with much experience.
Oh, I heard about that last week. Well, the one guy has 39 years, I heard.
Yeah, retired highway patrolman Mike Mann. He's got him in mid-season form over there. Well, he's kind of squatting over there now, catching his breath. But I'll tell you, that's a crew unequaled.
Smith in motion. He's got the ball. Oh, he's going to go nowhere. They had that smelled out, Jim. They had that smelled out. That's going to be a loss of a couple. That's going to make it second and about 12, I think. Jim, let's real quick here. I'm going to try to get the Bob Black Sr. at center, number 73. Mike Huffman, number 57 at one guard. We have Tyler Carpenter, number 50 at the other. Denham Foot at the left tackle. Right tackle, Kyle Hesterman. Casey Bodenbender, the end. Babcock under center. Paul Smith in motion. Paul's got the ball again. He makes a nice cut back. He gets down inside the 5. Close to, we'll see where they're going to mark. They're going to mark it right at the 5. So I get the gain of 7. Going to bring up third and about 5.
Well, that's a good play there, Tom. It looked like there was no place for him to go. There was 2 locomotives out there defending that outside, and he decided it'd be good for him to make a quick cut, and it paid dividends there. That's a smart ball carrier.
Boy, if he gets a little crack, he's gone. We seen that last week. Babcock, quick pitch to Brett Babcock. Brian to Brett.
Oh, he's
right off the left side behind Huffman and Foot.
Right there, close.
Whoa, now we got a decision. We got about 4th and 1, Jim. Right. There we go. About 4th and 1. 4th and 2 with about 5:42 and counting. Boy, we're going to go to the tight formation, double tight end. What? Was that Brett Babcock? Oh, I got fooled. What a hole on the left side over there.
It's a Tiger touchdown.
There you go, yeah.
I didn't get their numbers there, but boy, they just plain had them fooled. I
think that was Michael Huffman and Denham Foot and the tight end Jason Moeller on that left side. He walked in there. Bobby Black to attempt the extra point. I think the snap is from Jason Moeller. Babcock's hold, it's up. It's good.
Yeah.
Tigers have come back and taken the lead, 7-6 with 5:30 left in the game, or in the first period. Jim, that's exactly what you want to do. When the other team scores, you got to come back and answer.
It is. They just marched her right down the field, and even on the goal line on 4th down, they just stuffed her down their throat and then executed a perfect conversion to give them the edge there. So they did, in fact, answer, and that's what they had to do. They gave up a couple passes. First time the Locomotives had the ball, and, you know, they turned that into a quick score. So looks like there's going to be some points tonight.
They did the same thing last week. We'll see if they can run up that many points, but I got a feeling this is going to be a nip and tuck game the whole time.
I think our pass defense, it wasn't really tested last week, and there's some pretty good receivers out there, and this quarterback can deliver the ball. So I think they're going to have to, kind of make some adjustments and gauge how to cover these guys. So I look for the pass defense to tighten up here a little.
The Tigers are playing a little bit different defense this year. They're going to the 4-4, 4 linemen, 4 linebackers, which leaves 3 guys deep instead of 4. Maybe Montpelier's picked up on that in the films and are picking those little seams. And once that guy from Montpelier caught the ball, he started headed cross field against the grain, and it was just off to the races. He showed some speed too.
Yep.
Okay, Bobby Black to kick off.
There's
a long,
kickoff.
Deep kick down to about the 12-yard line. Moore's up over the. There he goes down the sideline. Hill's got the last shot at him. There's a penalty flag back here at about the 20-yard line. He's going to go all the way. We're going to have to see what the call is.
Yeah, Andrew
Hill had the last shot.
Andrew Hill had a crack at him over there, but couldn't quite muscle him out of bounds. But this flag back here, 2 of them laying back here, maybe they saw the same play, might just bring it back.
Well, we'll see what they're going to call. Usually on the kickoff, that might be an illegal block or block in the back, holding. We'll see what it's going to be called. It looks like it's coming back. That's the same guy, Kurt Moore, that caught the touchdown pass.
Boy, I tell you,
he can fly.
When he gets an open field, they better be getting him early. And he's a strong runner. I mean, you know, he just doesn't look like a bump is gonna move him. Yep, they did not put points up for the Locos. They're going to bring her back here. And
yes, they're
that's
going to
where
be
you've
walking backwards.
got the beauty of seeing these TV5 rebroadcasts. I think, is that a Monday night, Landis? When do they put these on, Tom?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyway, you could probably see with his extra excellent camera work what happened out there. We couldn't pick it out, but boy, the refs found it and they put it right back.
I don't think he ever did make a call on what it was. I didn't see what it was. It had to be an illegal block or something.
Yeah, it got
anyway,
12-yard line there.
Yeah, Montpelier starts out at their own 12-yard line. 5:16 left in the first period. Thorpe under center. Quick pitch to
Now, number 2, Brett Babcock on a tackle. Brian Babcock, his cousin, right there, too.
I think that was
trying to get a piece of him.
Jagelski was on the, I'm not sure what that number was on that Montpelier ball carrier. But he gained,
7 yards.
They got about 7 yards. It brings up 2nd and 3.
Tom, that's about as wide a pitch as I've seen in a long time. That ball must have traveled 10 yards in the air. Did you see that quarterback winger out there?
But he got it to the outside, and there was not much help there. Thorpe under center. Daft in the I formation. It's a quarterback sneak. Yeah, Thorpe kept the ball.
Yeah,
he's up over to 30.
Tate Slee quickly there to close the hole. Also filling quick is number 15, Casey Bodenbender.
I'm sorry, it was up over the 20.
Trying hard to get up there where they can move the sticks, but they're still about a half a yard short, maybe a yard short.
I think it's going to bring up 3rd and short, and I do believe number 78, Jacob Perchlik, just reported into the game for Kyle Hesterman. He's down off the right side of the defense for Liberty on the line. Daft in the I formation, 2 guys at top left. Thorpe, quick handoff up the middle. A fake pitch and a handoff up the middle. It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I think they got him stopped. 4th down. Yeah, even a loss there. Tate Slee made that play. He didn't make a tackle, but he sure stood that ball carrier up there, and then there was right side of the Tigers collapsing on him.
They tried to fool those linebackers, get him moving, and hand it back up over the middle, and
and they gave
Slee had nothing to do.
That's right.
With that.
Well, that's a good linebacker there. He says, I'm not buying that. He gave a kind of a quick flip, like it was going to be a wide pitch again.
We have Babcock and Smith deep at about just around midfield. Line drive. Brett Babcock catch 47. Cuts back to left. Back up. They had him back here. He got away from him.
Yeah, but
there's
they got
a penalty flag
got
back
a
here.
stinking yellow rotten flag back here at the 45, and I think they're going to waltz her back here.
Mr. Babcock got behind that wall, and that one block right there that sprung him down the sideline where he cut back into the middle and back out again. They might have been called for that one. We're going to see
the
here.
call is a block in the back, and they want to waive Tyler Carpenter for that. I tell you a little bit to Tyler's rescue on this. When there's a punt and people are running at breakneck speed and changing directions almost it's at will, to try and line up on the ball carrier. Awful hard to get that hit on the right side of the guy sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen.
Well, they're going to call it.
Boy, that saved that saved our bacon just the other series when Montpelier ran one all the way, on the.
Right.
So turnabout's fair play evidently, and
first down, Liberty Center at their own 46-yard line. 2:57 left in the first period. They lead 7-6. Smith on the wing right. Slee and Babcock in the backfield. Brian Babcock hands off to Brett. Off the left side again. Boy, he just went straight ahead behind that. They're going right behind those. I think it's foot. We got 54. Seth Weekers is in there.
Yep, and also Slee going down the field there a little bit. And boy, if that interference can stay upright, mowing them down, or at least get right on his back and ride.
They've Liberty in Montpelier territory at the 48-yard line, 2nd and about 4. Babcock barks out the signals. Smith in motion. He's got the ball. If he gets the corner, gives him a jug out to the outside. Knocked out of bounds. Real close to the 40. They're going to mark it about the 43, a gain of about 5.
That's going to be a first down.
That's going to be another first down.
I'll tell you that Paul Smith, we know he's got wheels, and he was going away from us from our vantage point here, but he got there in a hurry, didn't he?
Well,
and then he turned to north and south. Well, as Tiger Field lays east and west, and was going.
You talk about stretching the defense. He definitely does it.
Oh.
Okay, first down for the Tigers at the local 43-yard line. Babcock's going to go back to pass, rolling out to his left. He bombs her downfield. It's going to be a jump ball. Oh, we got a flag on the play. They intercepted it. Number 1, Max Lamberson intercepted the ball.
Jason Moeller, Casey Bodenbender, and Paul Smith all down there with about 3 locos and a little pushing and shoving, and a flag fell, so we don't know who's going to end up with possession here. He did make the interception, but
yes,
Tom, if he gained an unfair advantage there, they'll take it away from him.
Paul Smith's clapping his hands. I got a feeling it's again. Yep, pass interference.
I think the Tigers got a little lucky on that play, Tom. They were pretty well covered, and he launched it into that kind of coverage, but still, maybe our receivers could have gotten it if it wasn't for a little push off there.
Well, that still gives them another first down, Jim.
Yeah,
that's by penalty.
Yeah, keep this drive clicking here.
So we're first down and 10 at the local 28-yard line. 2:09 remaining in the first period. Brett Babcock and Paul Smith on the wings. Tate Slee in the backfield. Hand off to Brett. Babcock goes right, cuts back up left. Yay, boy, he met a wall there.
Yeah, he did, but he got some yards, and Derek Miller out there on a nice block on the end to kind of get him started a little bit. And, every block's important.
Oh,
Tom, I mean, you remember that, and just know that. You just can't say, well, I get the loaf this time because they're going the other direction. That's not how it works.
That's right.
And a block can just make all the difference there.
That was a gain of about 4 yards at 2nd and 6. They have the same formation almost as they did last time, except they motion this way. Fake it to Smith, and I think Slee's got it right up the middle.
Yep.
He goes down to about the 21, 22-yard line. I'd say about the 22. It's a gain of 2-3 yards. Bring up 3rd and about 4. Ball on the 21-yard line. Jim, Tigers have been pretty impressive on offense. They've just kept steadily moving it the whole period here almost. Except for that long play by Montpelier. They've had the ball.
That's true. Their time of possession is adding up pretty good here.
Smith in motion. We got a flag. It's going to be...
I'm thinking somebody left a little quick in a black jersey. That's my thought.
A false start on Liberty Center. That'll cost them 5 yards.
Yeah.
That'll take her back and probably make it about 3rd and 8 or 9. At the 26-yard line, clock running out in the first period. Have Babcock and Slee in the backfield. Smith on the wing right, double tight ends formation. Smith in motion. Babcock back to pass to Paul Smith. He's got it down to 20. Out of bounds. He loses the ball, but he's out of bounds. They're going to mark it at about the 16 or 17-yard line.
I lost the line of sight on that, Tom, but that ought to move the sticks, hadn't it?
I think it will. It's down about the 16-yard line. First down, Liberty Center at the Montpelier 16-yard line.
That was a nice reception there by Paul Smith. I mean, he studied that ball, and regardless of the traffic he was in, he catch the ball first.
He came in motion. He just went out in the flats, and he made a nice little catch.
Yeah.
Nice pass, too.
Yeah.
Right to him, kept him on the run. Babcock under center. Hand off to Brett Babcock off the left side. There's not going to be a whole lot right there. He's going to be piled up about the 19-yard line or 14-yard line, a gain of about 2. Going to be about 2nd and 8.
Tom, that's just about going to do the first quarter. Yeah. And who would have thought these high-powered offenses would be held to a touchdown apiece?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the clock's going to run out. 8, 7, 6. They're going to run out with a score. at the end of the first period. Liberty Center leads 7-6. I'm going to take a chance right here to get some of these sponsors in. Special mention for Jerry and Karen Miller as they wish good luck to their son Derek and the entire Liberty Center football team for the season. Dave's Auto Service with Dave Perry uptown there. Tiger Shop with Bob and Julie Shaddy. Holgate Metal Fab with Jeff and Todd Spangler. K&K Collision, I think you mentioned them earlier. They're sponsoring the team that Spike's playing for.
Yeah, big softball tournament there in Virginia right now.
Yeah. I wonder if they're paying for all his meals.
I don't know, but
Okay.
Spike told me they won their first game.
Well, good, good. That's with Kyle Kearns, state-of-the-art body work and all mechanical work done. Henry County Bank with Mr. Bill Wendt with locations throughout Henry County. Swanton Welding with Ryan, Norm, and the other Norm Zeider. Dugout with Steve and Catherine Parasini. Hill Asphalt Paving with Randy Hill. Trucker's Paradise, open from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. with Lynn and Jerry Ripke. And boy, you can't miss this in her 57 kinds of wonderful homemade pies.
Spike says you can eat pie for breakfast if you really want it.
I think Spike eats anything for breakfast. Sky Bank and Liberty Center. Pisanello's, home of the slice to go for a buck with Craig and Sherry Myers, featuring twice per day buffet, 11 to 2 and 5 to 8. Speece's Trailer Court with Rick Speece. We'll get to the rest of these later. Beginning the second period here, Liberty Center leading 7-6 on the Montpelier 14-yard line, facing 2nd and 8. Double wing package. Babcock and Smith. Brett Babcock. Slee in the backfield. In motion, Smith to the right. Handoff back to Slee. Whoa. They were waiting on that one.
Oh, they were. They were good penetration on the right side of the Loco defense. And, boy, he says, I'm not going that way. Then he spun and tried to go kind of straight up. And by then, there was plenty of pastel blue locomotives to bring him down.
That's pastel blue, huh?
Well, powder blue. I don't know.
I don't know myself. But that was a good play by Montpelier. You talk about staying home and guarding your area.
Yep.
Smith went to the motion to the right, but timeout here.
Yep.
Timeout on the field.
Well,
with 11:28 left in the second period.
I'm impressed with these Williams County locomotives here, Tom. I mean, they're just fighting awful tough and seem like they've got an answer for a lot of things. I mean, Tigers are going to have big statistics probably on time of possession and maybe yards chewed up, but so far this score is just one conversion point away from being a dead heat after a quarter.
Well, Liberty Center's won the last 10 years, but which has enabled them to even it up 38 and 38. But I think the NWAL overall is maybe a little bit better this year, Jim. Last week, out of 9 teams in NWAL, Archibald had an open date. They did not play, but there was only one team that lost. That was Swanton. The rest of them, of course, Liberty Center beat over Tenora. PH beat Leipzig. Bryan defeated Van Wert. That was unusual. Bryan never usually have a tough time with Van Wert.
Yep.
Walsion down Fairview. Delta won over Rossford. And this Montpelier team put a whooping on Hicksville Aces, our Charlie Bussman, an old graduate from Liberty here, and Evergreen won over Northwood.
Yeah, well, that speaks very well for the NWAL. I mean, telling you, we play some football here, and whenever we get involved in traveling halfway across the state, you know, on that one date that's hard to fill, we kind of make believers out of people. They go, man, you guys play that hard of football? Well, yes, we do.
After that short loss, it's 3rd and 13. Babcock back to pass. There's Paul Smith open. Oh, threw it a little bit behind him. I think he had to slide down to catch it. It'll be a gain down to the 16-yard line. It's only a gain of about 2, and it's going to leave him with 4th and about 10 yards to go. Very short. Oh, that's at the 16, yeah.
Coach Lindgren talking it over with his senior quarterback there. They've about got her figured, so I believe they're going to go for it, being on that yard marker, Tom. And
I think Paul was open that time. I know Paul was open that time. The ball was a little bit behind him, and I think when he reached back to get it, he lost his footing.
Yeah.
Double wing, 2 guys out to the right. Jason Moeller. Yep. we're going to have a false start on
Yeah.
Liberty Center. It's going to move it back 5 more yards.
Yeah, you know, he was hardly set. He run over there in motion, and then he just begin to set, and then he give one little hitch, you know, just to get his, to where it feels right in his stance, and the official says, no, everybody else is set already. You can't do that. Sometimes that's a tough call. You know what?
They were up to something that time. Moeller usually right at the on the line next to the tackle, was split out here to the right. Last week he did have a long touchdown reception.
Yes, he did. Showing that
Okay.
deceptive speed. I remember Spike had him clipping off yard markers, Jason Moeller.
Casey Bodenbender, top of the picture. Long bomb to the end zone. There's Casey Bodenbender. It's going to be intercepted for a touchback.
Yeah.
They had that one smelled out.
Yeah, and the locomotive defender actually had position on Casey, because I'm thinking Casey can go up and get him with the best of them, but not if the receiver's between he and the ball.
Excuse me, I did not get a number on that interception from Montpelier.
You know, those colors, as darkness begins to close in for Montpelier, it's kind of hard to get them. We've got a uniform that as it begins to get a little darker, we can't hardly pick the uniforms off. Right now, Tiger uniform showing up really good.
Really nice.
White on black.
Okay. Okay, they after the interception, Montpelier with the ball. Thorpe throws the ball. Oh, what a play.
Great coverage out here by number 8.
Brian Babcock.
And he kind of said hello to that bench there with his helmet, but that's why you got headgear, and everybody's okay. Good
Number
pressure
40
on the quarterback too, Tom, but man, he can throw a pass.
Yeah. Number 44, Kurt Moore, was the player that caught the touchdown pass before, and he ran the kickoff back that was called back. But on that interception in the end zone, we have a report from the press box here that Mike Lamberson, 6 foot, 195-pound senior, intercepted that ball in the end zone, giving Montpelier the ball at the 20-yard line. Thorpe over center, 2 receivers top right, I formation in the backfield. There's a quick pitch to the outside again. That's that same play as earlier tonight. You were talking about that real quick pitch.
Yeah. Tyler Carpenter playing out there got a pretty good block put on him on the outside left end there, and that kind of set the way for that guy to get started. Spike, or excuse me, Tom.
That was a gain of from the 20-yard line all the way up to the 34. 14-yard gain gives Montpelier first down at their own 34-yard line.
They pulled some big plays out of their hat when they need them, seems like.
Thorpe under center again. That's a handoff up the middle. I'm not getting a number on that guy. What is it? 32? Marcus Newell's the ball carrier, 5'10", 175-pound senior. Gain of about 2 yards, 2 or 3. It's
number 70, Denham Foote, in for Derek Miller right now.
Denham Foote's on the inside along with 55, Andrew Quigley. Moeller and Hesterman at the line, or at the defensive ends. 2 guys at the bottom of the picture, flanked out to the left. Thorpe back to pass. He's going to just lob it out here to Moore at the 42. He's hit, but he's not before he gets up over midfield. Oh, right at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 13. That's going to be a first down for him.
Tom, there's a little breakdown in coverage there. We had plenty of black shirts kind of grouped in the middle of the field there, but nobody had this flat over here. And boy, that won't go very long. I'm sure the coaches upstairs are hollering bloody murder that somebody's got that responsibility, because he was just too open.
Moore kind of plays it down, I don't know if you call it a fullback, while Daft, plays the upright guy in the backfield, and he just kind of went out in the left flats, and they tossed it to him, and it was they had to do a lot just to keep him from going all the way.
Yeah, he was wide open.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line for Montpelier. Quick pitch to Daft, 33. They've got that.
Yeah.
Tyler Carpenter's all over that one. We got a flag on the play here at the 50-yard line. That was a loss of 5.
Yeah, that was good penetration there by Tyler, and he wasn't going to let that guy do anything but move laterally, and by that time he had caught up with him.
Let's mention those linebackers. Tate Slee, Jr., Tyler Carpenter, a senior, number 50. Jacob Perchlick, number 78. I think he's a sophomore. And we're supposed to have one more out there. I'm not picking up a name. Brett Babcock would be the other one, number 2. Well, it looks like an illegal block. They're going to refuse it and take the 5-yard loss. The block below the knees. That's going to take it back to the 45-yard line and make it 2nd and 15.
Well, so far we haven't stopped this passing attack cold yet, Tom.
No, we haven't. Thorpe back to pass, rolling to his left, throwing the ball. Whoa! Brian Babcock playing center field back there. There it is again, Kurt Moore. It must be the main receiver. But Babcock playing center field read that play, and he got to the ball, deflected it, and almost intercepted it down around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of defense. I mean, he could have just gone for the receiver and kind of conceded that, but he said, no, I think I can reach that. And, boy, he just about reeled it in. But
that was a nice play.
Yeah, that receiver from Montpelier shows good speed out there. Doesn't take him long to run her out.
Thorpe does have a good arm, too. He got that ball real quick. It looked like a completion till Brian Babcock got to him.
Yep.
2 receivers out to the left. The guy on the left wing, Daft in the backfield. Thorpe back to pass again. A little rush, throw. Oh! Brian Babcock again nailed him. I thought he had the ball. Tate Slay's in on it.
Yeah, Tate Slay there. About broke him in half out there at the point of reception there. I tell you, this senior quarterback, if I remember right, he was injured early on in his career, and they were always high on him on his athletic skills, but he had to fight through some injuries. But boy, I tell you, this guy can deliver a pass.
Yes, he can.
He threw a strike there, Tom.
This is 4th and 15 from the local 45. Back deep is Babcock and Smith. Brett Babcock at the 28-yard line. Oh, he got away from a tackle. He cuts back to the right. He's off to the right. What a block. He's going to go 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
Oh!
They had him on the left side.
No
he
flag.
spun around, cut back to his right, cut back upfield. He got a tremendous block. I'm not sure who got that.
Yeah, I caught that. That was Paul Smith.
Wow,
Paul Smith was very instrumental in him reversing his field direction and coming over this way. And nice clean block, no flags down, and here we go.
Hey, that was a 68, I think.
Brett Babcock.
Yeah, 62-yard return on that play. Bobby Black to attempt the extra point.
Lighting this crowd up in a big way, Tom.
You know, that's the deal. You kick away from Paul Smith because of his explosiveness, then all of a sudden the other guy gets you.
Oh, we've got backs we haven't even seen yet tonight that can get it done. Last week they kept shuffling them in and out, and I mean, kids were doing it.
Whoa, that block was tremendous. You could hear the crowd, everybody.
Looked like he was hemmed in there at the beginning.
They had him, spun him around, and he cut back this way, picked up a wall, then cut back up the middle of the field.
Yeah, well, he's a hard man to tackle. You know, I mean, he has good balance, and as long as they didn't have him wrapped up, as the term goes, he was able to scramble free, and the Tigers seeing what was going on. But it was Paul Smith over here on about the 45-yard line.
Jason Muller's snap is good. Babcock puts it down. Black puts it straight through.
Perfect.
8:06 left in the second period. Liberty extends their lead to 14-6. Okay. Now we're back. 8:06 to go in the second period. Liberty leading 14-6. Now we're going to get to view the Liberty Center kickoff team. Kurt Moore's deep, standing about at the 16-yard line. Black approaches the ball. Booms it down the middle. Oh, Moore gets away from him about the 19-yard line. He goes to the right side. Cuts back up. He's hit. Whoa. Gets up over to 25 to about the 27-yard line.
Number 23, Ryan Sager in there on hard initial contact. Ryan's a 5'9 junior. making the special teams roster and getting her done out there.
Jim, that's usually where the coaches, they like to put these young guys on the kickoff teams and find out if they want to play or not, and Liberty's been known for that.
Yeah, and it's kind of their reward, Tom. I mean, they're out there banging every week or every day of practice and what all, and man, they want to mix it up. And
okay, first down, Montpelier at their own 28-yard line. Thorpe handed off to
Jason Moeller finally ran him down, but boy,
Marcus Newell.
I'll tell you, a great penetration there by the Tiger defensive front there. There was no hole.
That's going to go back to the 22-yard line. That's a loss of about 6 yards on that play. Going to bring up about 2nd and 16.
Yeah, and he decided to not cut his losses, but kind of try and go wide. And boy, that was a mistake with the Tigers coming.
You commented earlier, Jim, about the play of Liberty Center's defensive ends, how good they have played so far this year. Well, we have a double wideout, one to the top, one to the bottom. Daft in the backfield, Thorpe under center. He's back to pass. It's a quick slant again. Paul Smith. Oh.
Yeah, he wanted another look at that one. I think that got there in a hurry. Paul was kind of in position, but man, that ball was getting there before he was ready to reel it in.
I think Paul read that play. I've gone to the well once too often for that.
All right, third in a big hole, and that's what defenses love. However, we saw Montpelier in the first quarter pull something out of their hat to get up there and move the sticks. So Tigers gotta watch that passing arm.
Well, this game is a game of adjustments, and that's what each team does as the game goes on. It'll be 3rd and 16 at the 22-yard line. I think maybe Liberty number 50. I'm not sure. Liberty might have pulled Liberty offside.
Yeah, it looks like it, but that'll get them 5 yards, but still leaves them about 12 short of moving the sticks.
That's offside. It pulled them off with the snap count. Bobby Black back in the game. Matt Tamarine coming out. 7:09 to play in the second period. Still leaves Montpelier with 3rd and 11 from their own 27-yard line. Derek Hefflinger, number 3, and at linebacker. Boy, Jim, you see last week, I know the game was out of hand, but you see a lot of substitutions. Derek's only, I think, a sophomore.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to matter what fresh numbers went in there. Just the fact that, boy, they were getting it done. They had their chance, and they were making the most of it.
We got a timeout on the field, 7:09 to play in the second period. We're going to go to some of our sponsors. B.A. Miller & Son Trucking with Norma Miller. L.R. Babcock Plumbing and Heating with Bill Teplady, Dan and Francis Brown. Davis Farm Services and Delta and Liberty Center. Grandma Kara and Uncle Kurt with Kelly Todd for Casey Bodenbender. Liberty Center Consulting Group with Mark and Jody Bly. Schaefer Trucking and RV Sales and Rentals with Terry and Todd Schaefer on Road 10 between Delta and Liberty Center. Miller Brothers Trucking in Napoleon with Skip Miller. Eon Industries with Judy Leininger and Dawn Bender. Mitchell's Farm Equipment with Tom, Pat, Barb, and Mike Mitchell. Meyer Badenhop Insurance Agency with Glenn in the Napoleon office and Bob and Marge in Liberty Center. We're going to get back to the game here. 3rd and 11 from the 27-yard line. 2 receivers, top side of your picture. Back off to the right side, one in the eye. Thorpe under center, barking out the singles. He's straight back to pass. No pass rush to pass. Incomplete. Almost intercepted by Brett Babcock down around the 50-yard line. Brian Babcock had the other guy covered.
Yeah, good pressure there by the Tigers also. Mr. Thorpe had to fire that ball. And, man, he can throw her hard and on a line, Spike. Tom, I'll probably call you Spike a dozen times tonight.
That's all right. When I worked for you last year, he kept calling me Jim. So, be 4th and 11 from the Montpelier 27, deep for Liberty Center. Paul Smith, and guess who? Brett Babcock. Who do you kick to, Jim?
I think it's time for Smith to get a taste of this ball.
I think you put the ball in the cheap seats. Whoa, he did. I mean, that ball was off the side of its foot, going to roll dead at about the 30-yard
That's
line.
1 yard from scrimmage, maybe 2 yards or 3 from scrimmage net kick there, Tom. That's not what you want.
Jim, you could tell the way he was pointing. He was aiming towards the Montpelier sideline.
Yeah.
And it probably just a little bit something different than he's used to. And the Liberty Center receiving game
Had him psyched out.
had him, put the pressure on him and made it's not a turnover,
Yep.
but it gives Liberty Center good field
Oh,
position
man.
at the 30-yard line.
Sets him up that close there. I don't know what more you could want.
6:53 left in the second period. Slee and Brett Babcock in the backfield. We're going to get a timeout here. They want to talk it over. Okay, let's finish up with our sponsors. Ken and Robin Carpenter. Liberty Center Carryout with John McClure
Good.
featuring
How you doing,
Pettisville
young lady?
meat and potato
How's
salad.
the volleyball?
Tim Bowens,
Good.
water hauling service. Liberty Center Athletic
great.
Boosters. John Slagle in the memory of Donnie Sharp for those stinking, rotten, no good yellow flags. We've seen a few of them tonight. Back to the game. 6:53 left in the second period. First and 10 for Liberty.
Tate Slee.
Tate Slee with a ball that's running over people, refusing to go down.
You know,
All the way down to the 16-yard line, gain of 14 yards and another Tiger first down.
and Tom, that was running in traffic. When he got that ball, there was Montpelier locomotives running right with him. But Tate Slee, one strong fellow, says, hey, I know what I'm doing with the ball. I don't know what you're trying to do, trying to tackle me. And so, as you say, a very nice gain there.
Does he compliment Brett Babcock and Paul Smith?
Yeah.
He compliments him good. Babcock, handoff to Slee again, into the hole, cuts out the left side, cuts back upfield. He goes down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. That's a gain of about 10 more, Jim.
Yep, Tater Slee there
Well-
showing real good, what do you call that out there where you make some moves? I mean, he just wasn't running a straight line. He had to kind of shuck him and jive him there a little bit.
Jim, we have a Montpelier player down.
All right, Tom,
Okay,
they're ready to kick her in again here.
We're back to the action. 2nd and 1 at the Montpelier 7 yard line. The boy that was hurt, the player that was hurt was number 44, Kurt Moore. I've noticed Jordan Espinoza came in at the left tackle spot. Brett Babcock straight up, straight ahead, down to about the 5 for probably a gain of 2, but that's probably a first down.
That should set the Tigers up to give them plenty of cracks right there at the local end zone.
The boys are dropping the yard markers, so it's down there to 1st and goal from the 5. We haven't seen them yet out on the field, have we? We haven't needed them.
That's right. It's been a good drive here by the Tigers, but remember they, as a result of that lousy punt by the Locos, started on about the 32-yard line, didn't they, Tom?
Yes, they did. 30-yard line. Tate Slee's alone back in the backfield. Babcock in motion. Slee with the ball. Well, try to go straight up the middle.
Tripped up by penetrating number 59 Loco there.
He's down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Going to make that guy Adam Siebenaller.
5:24 left in the second period. If you just tuned in, Tigers fell behind 6-0. Scored 14 consecutive points to lead now, 14-6. 2nd and goal from the 4. Babcock and Slee in the backfield. Brett Babcock. Quick pitch to Brett Babcock. Cuts upfield. He walked into the end zone.
Yeah.
Went off the left side behind. I got a feeling. Looks like
I think
Derek
Jason
Miller.
Moeller was in there, but that interior left side, who would that be here?
that was probably Derek Miller and Jordan Espinoza on the left side. I didn't
okay.
get the tight end number, but when Brett got that ball, he cut it straight upfield and he went straight in the end zone, almost untouched. He's standing up.
Yeah, you almost wonder if he was to go outside if it was his option, but on the other hand, he saw enough daylight there, and into the end zone he waltzed.
So here we are again. Bobby Black, who made 6 extra points last week at Tenora, will attempt the point after. Snap from Moeller, good. It's down, it's up.
And
Looks good. Goes all the way out into the crowd. 5:04 left in the second period. Liberty extends their lead, 21-6.
Oh, the Tiger fans got to be happy. Tigers are getting her done, Tom. Good execution. When they need it, it's there. Primarily by the run. They like to run. But they've got Montpelier in a hole now. Montpelier better get a little ball control and hang on the ball a little bit, or they're going to find themselves, looking out.
Jim, the poise they show 2 weeks in a row now. Rex Lindgren, I suppose, head coach Rex Lindgren, does not want to fall behind early, but it's happened the last 2 weeks. But I don't know if it's a senior leadership or just all over play. These guys have come back, and it doesn't seem to faze them. They get back in the game, start to execute their game, and you can see what's happened. They've put up 3 unanswered touchdowns, and are getting this game well in hand at 21-6.
I agree, Tom. They know what they're to do, the boys do, and they just settle in there and start executing. And, things are rolling pretty good for the Tigers right now. But rest assured, this Wauseon offense that put up all those yards last week has got something to say. But wasn't that boy injured down here on that last series? Wasn't that their receiver that's
yes, he was,
a couple of good passes for?
Well, come to think of it, the player that was laying on the field was Kurt Moore. He's back deep now to accept the kickoff. He's back out there.
All right.
But Bobby Black approaches the ball. He kicks her down the hash mark. Moore picks it up at about the 15, behind a couple blockers. He cuts back. Drove out of bounds. There it is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, drove out of bounds. I think Wes Shoemaker and Weekers are in the mix there.
Yeah, that's a little unwarranted. I think
Hefflinger.
the boys wanted a piece of him so bad they weren't aware that he was already over the out-of-bounds line. And that's hard to know exactly where that's at, but, boy, that's going to just set him up with good field position there.
About the time you quit coming at the ball carrier, they break it free. Then it's a fine line there. And
it is, and probably that's one thing that is not practiced a whole lot. I mean,
right.
what exactly is out of bounds and what isn't, and so he was still struggling for yards, and so they thought, well, hey, we're gonna lay some hit on him, but. Boy, they watched that. They watched that close. And, it was a little questionable.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, we got a double penalty. Personal foul on Liberty Center. It's offsetting, and the other one was a push in the back. We got offsetting penalties from the spot of the ball. So,
Tom, where was that other flag? I have no idea.
I have no idea. Well, we have another timeout on the field. No, they're going to kick it again.
Huh.
They're going to kick her over again.
Wow.
We were fooled by that one, Jim. I didn't catch that. Bob Black will tee the ball up again. We're going to do her over again. Here we go again. We're going to kick her over again. Bobby Black to kick off. He gets his foot into it. It's about the same spot again. At the 20-yard line, Max Lambertson back up the middle. Oh, hit again, and up over the 30 to the 31-yard line. There's a late flag, about 11-yard return.
Derek Hefflinger in there on that stop. A couple other Tigers assisted, but I don't know.
Took him a while to throw that one.
Yeah, that flag kind of went up in the air so everybody could see it.
We'll see what the call is this time. We'll wait on it. Here we go. Personal foul on Liberty Center. That's going to give them 15 more yards after the return by Lamberson.
Yeah. Boy, that's where a nice replay screen would work for us, Tom. We could kind of try and see what happened because,
well,
in 2 weeks we get a replay screen. Hey, Joel, what was that, man?
15-yard penalty takes them up over the 45 to almost the 47-yard line, gives Montpelier a first down. First and 10, Montpelier at their own 47.
That gives them better field position than they've seen for a long time, Tom.
4:50 left in the second period. Thorpe over center. Back to pass. There's a quickie out there. I think it's to Moore again. Moore breaks a couple tackles, gets up over the 40, or down over the 40 to about the 39, maybe 40-yard line.
Yeah,
It's a gain of about 13 or 14 yards. That's going to give him a first down to move the sticks.
I believe Moeller out there on the stop along with some other Tigers, but there was a Tiger that missed him up there early. I think that maybe Casey Bodenbender looked like he had a had a shot at him there early, but couldn't flag him down.
Moore just seems to get out there and sit, and they get him the ball, and he gets in behind his blockers and goes. More important, that first down stops the clock. Locomotives can regroup. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 39-yard line. Thorpe barks out the single. Back to pass again. It's going to be a quick slant to Moore again. He caught the ball. Oh! Paul Smith let him have it. Up, and we're going to get a flag on that one. That ball's down about the 22-yard line, a gain of 17. That'll be another first down, but I think the Tigers are going to get hit with another penalty.
What is that signal?
I didn't.
Hey, what is that signal? What is that?
He hasn't made it.
Yeah,
in.
that's what I thought. They're going to get Paul Smith for a little celebration after he made that play, Tom. It was a great tackle.
It's considered a personal foul.
But they want to call it a taunt, or at least that's what we're to understand.
Paul laid a lick on him. I think when he got up, he tapped him on the helmet or shoulder pad.
He kind of was
said hello.
Yep, celebrated just a little there.
Whoa, I was just Jim in about 30, 40 seconds. Montpelier's moved all the way down to the Liberty Center 10, just outside the 10. First and 10 from just outside the 10.
The Tigers are going to have to kind of chill out here and just execute and play solid football.
Thorpe, quick pitch. Number 40. He went to his left. He cut back to his right. He outran everybody to the right corner of the end zone. I think that's Jeremy Giese.
I don't know, but that was some good broken field running. The pursuit of the Tigers kind of carried him laterally one direction, and he was able to cut back and pretty much found that side over there pretty open. And, man, they've come close to getting back in this ball game in a big way, Tom. But, the penalty yards really adding up against the Tigers here.
Yes, sir. They had him hemmed in, I think, to the left side, and when he cut back, he picked up a few blockers, and he outran everybody to that right corner of the end zone. Okay, we're going to have, they're going to go for 2. Thorpe looks over to the Tiger defense. He's back to pass, a play action, back to pass. He's trying to roll to his right, to throw. Incomplete in the right corner of the end zone. But Jim, less than a minute, the Montpeliers marched down the field with a little help on a couple penalties, and they've closed this game to within 9, 21-12, with 4:01 left in the second period.
Yeah, a big change of event there. Momentum, if it was solidly in Liberty's corner on their execution and ball control via the penalty, and a little excitement has gotten back with the pastel blue locomotives.
Well, we were talking earlier about how Liberty Centers kept their composure when the other team scored and came back and answered. We're going to find out what they're going to do this time. But that's a big lift for Montpelier headed into halftime, down 2 touchdowns. Now it's still 9 points. That's still 2 scores.
Yeah, but with a solid 4 minutes to go, that's plenty of time for the Tigers to dig in and execute and just take her right down and stuff her in the end zone. I kind of look for it, but wow, they've got to stay focused and just do their job between the whistles and don't give those striped shirts any cause for pulling that flag out. Spike would go nuts if he seen flags flying
those
like
dirty,
that.
rotten, no good yellow flags, as he would say.
Well, all of that.
Maybe it's better for his blood pressure that he is down in Virginia.
Boy, I don't know.
They had 2 penalties on that drive that really helped. They actually had a third, but it was offset by a penalty for Montpelier, which made them Liberty Center re-kick. Back deep, we have Casey Bodenbender and Paul Smith standing inside about the 15-yard line, 17-yard line. Montpelier to kick off. They're going to put it on the ground. It's going to bounce around. Jason Moeller grabs it.
Boy,
He grabbed it and went out of bounds there about the 30, 1 yard line.
That's pretty scary. That looked like that might roll out of bounds, but you couldn't take a chance on it because they were closing on him fast, and after 10 yards, they could have it.
That kickoff was pretty effective, Jim. That he found that dead spot. It got by the front man, up man there, and kind of rolled in that dead spot over there, and they really couldn't get much of a return out of it. He had a hard time picking it up.
That was good placement.
Okay, Paul Smith in the slot or on the wing left. Slee and Brett Babcock in the backfield. Smith in motion. Hand off to Tate Slee. They've got him cornered. He's going out of bounds back about the 21-yard line. That could be almost a loss of 9 or 10 yards, Jim.
Yeah. Fake to Paul Smith, leading sweep. And then Tate Slee was to come around perhaps off of Paul's block once the corner could be turned, but no way. Excellent penetration by the Locos.
I think it's a loss of about 7 on that. It's make it 2nd and 17 with 3:54 remaining in the second period. Now we have Smith and Bodenbender to the bottom of your picture. Tate Slee winged out to the left. Babcock in the backfield. Fumble on the play. That snap. Oh. Brian Babcock fell on it. He took 3 pretty good hits covering the ball up.
Boy, they were flying at that. I tell you, the Locomotives got blood in their eye right now. They want to get their hands on that pigskin again.
There's a loss of probably another yard, or now they're going to call it no gain, so it's still third. Oh, it'll be 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17, so Tigers are kind of going the other way, but they need a play here.
Casey Bodenbender to the top left. Brett Babcock and Paul Smith wide right. Hand off to Slee up the middle. He's not going to get a whole lot, and there's a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play right about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's right in the area of a block that maybe they're not going to be happy with.
They're probably going to, blocking below the way. They're probably going to refuse this and make them punt. That'll still leave it at, it'll make it 4th and 15 or 16, so they'll probably just decline that and make them punt. And they are, with 3:12 left in the second period, are going to come up with good field position again.
Yeah, plus a little bit of momentum. I mean, things are kind of going their way offensively and defensively right now.
We'll see who the young man that was laying on the field a while ago, Kurt Moore, number 44. He's back in the game. He looks like he's raring to go.
Well, he was back previously and made a good
Bobby Black to punt the ball away from his own 25. Gets off a good kick. Going to get a good roll over center field.
Yeah.
Down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah. Boy,
that's about a 43-yard punt, Jim. And you talk about getting them out of a hole.
Oh.
Now Montpelier will have the ball at their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was exactly what the Tigers needed there. Offensively, every time they touched the ball, they were going backwards with it, and so a big booming punt to give the defense some ground to defend here.
That really helped. That hit, and it rolled another 7-8 yards.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this Locomotive team can utilize that 2 minutes and 45 ticks here yet.
2:45 still left in the second period. Thorpe barking the singles under center. There's a quick pass out to Moore.
Yeah.
No. Well, we see what happened there. He was looking upfield.
Yeah.
And when he was looking upfield and the ball went through his hands, he wishes he had that one back.
I think so.
He did have good yardage on that,
He might have been thinking of some of those wicked hits Paul Smith delivers. But, as he butterfingered that ball, Paul was kind of saying hello on the way by
Yeah, I
to
think
him
he
there.
was.
And I'll tell you, that's officials don't seem to like that. I don't know that Paul was meaning anything by it, Well, they have mutual respect for each other's abilities, but,
Well, the bad news is that was incomplete pass, brings 2nd down and 10, but good news, it stopped the clock. They can regroup. Thorpe under center, back to pass. Oh, it's going to look a little screen play. Oh, missed tackle there. He's got a blocker in front of him. He's all the way down inside the 20. I'm not sure who that is. I can't pick up a number.
No, I can't see who got him either.
Those are hard numbers to pick up.
But that was he had plenty of interference there, and Tate Slee found himself in traffic and had to kind of do a skip step to keep from falling. And again, he regained his composure, and over there, the guy had too much lead. He couldn't close on him. But there was a rusher rusher on the Tiger defensive side there that jumped up and almost got his mitts on that ball.
That was about a 43-yard gain.
That was a well-executed screen pass.
Well executed. They had 2 blockers out in front of him and only 1 defender. Thorpe barks out the signals. He quick pitch to Lamberson, I think, number 1 is with the ball, I do believe.
3 Tigers there. Paul Smith, Babcock,
42.
and number 50, Tyler Carpenter, all right there to close the door and saying, I don't think you're going anywhere on my watch.
I think it was number 42, Trent Waldron on the carry.
That'll lose him a yard. Just under 2 minutes now, Tom, but plenty of time for
and
these
the clock moving.
Locos.
2nd and 11 from the 18-yard line.
They do run it, but they seem most successful in their passing attack.
Guy top and the bottom of the screen. Thorpe fakes, play action. Back, pressure's on, the pass caught. Down there.
Tyler Carpenter on the tackle immediately, but boy, he put that ball right where he had to put it.
That takes it down to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah. And how about that accurate pass in the face of pressure?
Yeah,
I mean,
he had the
Tiger,
pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, that was right there.
It's still short. It brings up 3rd and about 2. Clock running, 1:09 left. Tigers hanging on. Back to pass again. Fires a slant, caught.
Oh. You know, who's their defender out there? Casey Bodenbender. Casey Bodenbender he had him step by step, but that ball was just perfectly thrown.
They said the catch was made by Kurt Moore. Mr. Everything for Montpelier. They came into the game with John Daff getting 365 yards last week. I don't think he's carried the ball only 2 or 3 times. Maybe Tigers are keying on that, and Montpelier's made the adjustments and went to some other players.
That's a astute observation there, Thomas. He did carry a couple times early and was losing ground.
They're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 1-point game. Thorpe back to pass. Little pressure. Oh, good play.
Paul Smith
knocked the ball down. 1:01 left in the second period. Tigers hang on to a 21 to 18-point lead, and Jim, they've scored 12 consecutive points.
They have momentum clearly with the pastel blue locomotives right now, but Tigers with a minute and a tick. I've seen them do a lot of things with that time. If they get a good return and get set up, we're liable to see some, sub 2-minute offense here.
Jim, as you were saying earlier, they've got a nice passing game. That number 44 catches a couple out in the flats. Then that last time, they had a receiver out there with 2 blockers in front of him on that screen. They've tried to center screen. They've tried to slants. They've got a good little passing game.
Yes, they do. With the accuracy of this quarterback, he's reminding me of Patrick Henry's quarterback.
Jason Moore at the 34-yard line. He returns it back up center of the field. He'll get up almost to the Tiger 44. Gain of about 10 yards on that return, and Tigers will set up shop at the 44, their own 44-yard line, leading 21 to 18 with 54 seconds left in quarter number 2. Mike Huffman coming into the game at guard.
Yeah, that's quite a piece of accuracy this Thorpe for Montpelier has displayed here.
Brett Babcock and Paul Smith to the top of the screen. Casey Bodenbender to the bottom. Tate Slee in the backfield by himself. Rushes on. Little pass to Paul Smith. Oh! Nice tackle.
Number 40.
Number 40, Jeremy Giese. Boy, he read that, and to be able to tackle Paul Smith in the open field, that's even a better play.
Yeah, he got him right when the getting was good. Paul hadn't started his move yet. You first catch the pass, and then you get ready to go. And boy, the tackle was there. It was a sure tackle.
How this quarter's turned around, Jim. That's a loss of 5, or a 4. That's going to bring up 2nd and 14. Clock running, 22 seconds. Linger might be happy just to get out of here and go in the locker room. Babcock back to pass, a quick throw to Paul Smith. Paul Smith breaks 1 tackle, runs into 2 other locomotives who put a hit on him.
No question, Paul Smith is a marked man when he splits out. I mean, they were going to have him. And you know what, though? If he could have gotten by that little bunch right there, he'd have been off to the races. But they tackled him, and you got to give it to Montpelier the last portion of this half.
Well, the Tigers going off the field, hanging on to a slim 3-point lead. But like you say, Montpelier's just got to be ecstatic over coming back and making it this close. We'll be back with you at the end of the first half, beginning of the second half. Here we go for the second half. 21-18, Liberty Center hangs on to a 3-point lead. They will receive to start the second half. Here's the kick on the ground again. It's going to be picked up at the 29-yard line by Brett Babcock. He's smothered under again. He's going to get back to about the 34-yard line.
Well, Tom, the coaches have had time to speak, and certainly Montpelier ended the first half on a pretty good surge of momentum. Offensively and defensively, they were kind of getting it done and pretty well evened up this contest.
They sure have. It's going to be a job for Liberty Center to try to get this momentum back. Slee and Brett Babcock in the backfield. Smith in motion. Hand off to Paul Smith to the blocker out in front of him. Tate Slee is getting strung out. They pull him out of bounds. There's a penalty flag. We're going to have to see what this is. It's up to about the 37-yard line, gain of about 3. But let's see what the call is.
Yeah, they got a face mask on Paul Smith there. When his stiff arm, he got his hand on the locomotive helmet.
It's a face mask, Liberty Center. You're right. You have right on, Jim.
I don't know that that's a proper call. He's putting that arm out there. He didn't grab it or anything. He just put his arm out there, or his hand out there. But because it was to the helmet area, they're going to flag something like that.
That will be a 5-yard walk-off. We'll make it first down and about 13-yard lines from the Liberty's 13 yards to go from Liberty Center's 31-yard line. Double tight end formation. Wing left is Smith in motion. Handoff. Brett Babcock got the inside hand. He's got the ball.
No.
They're going to call it down.
Wow.
They are going to call it down. Fortunately for Liberty Center, Brett, as soon as he got the ball, there's somebody from the inside came in there and just hammered him.
Yeah, he had no room.
And they are calling him. It will be a fumble recovery, but I think they called him down at that point at the Tiger 30-yard line.
I don't know. They're talking this one over. The Montpeliers are celebrating as if they pulled a touchdown out of this. Okay, the officials pointing there at the 30-yard line, so.
Max Lamberson is the guy with the ball, number 1.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, that first series for the Tigers didn't go very well, Tom. They better buckle down and play some defense right here, or the Locomotives are gonna change that scoreboard. We'll see whether they've adjusted to that passing attack. You've got some statistics I'm sure you're going to share with us here anytime, and I'll tell you, the Locomotive quarterback had those quick slants working.
Marcus Newell is the eye back. Thorpe under center. Inside handoff. Number 40. Jeremy Giese, he will get very short yardage, maybe a yard or two, bring up 2nd and 9. Yeah, Jim, you're right. As you pointed out earlier in the game, at the start of the game, that Liberty Center's passing game pass defense would get tested. Montpelier is 8 of 14 for 181 yards through the air, but they're only rushed the ball 11 times for 19 yards, a total of 200 yards.
So Tigers had an answer to that rushing game that they piled up against the Hicksville Aces.
Yeah,
but
it seems they did, but the passing game was working good. Thorpe back to pass. Ball's incomplete, out in the left flats.
Jesse Smith out there with a good sure tackle, about time the ball got there.
Yeah, Paul Smith was Johnny on the spot right there. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 from the Tiger 29-yard line.
I'm not sure, but what this might be 4-down territory. So Tiger defense needs to come up big. 2 more plays here so they can get their hands back on this ball.
Tiger offense in the first half only had 74 yards rushing on 22 carries and 41 yards through the air for a total of 115. Thorpe barks out the signals Two guys top left. He's looking in that area. Rushes on. Jason Muller got a piece of him.
Yeah.
Intercepted. In the end zone. Paul Smith.
Paul Smith got it, and to add insult to injury to the Locomotive quarterback, it was Jason Muller laid a good old licking.
Boy, he had the heavy pressure on him, made him sprint to his left, and he had to throw back across his body to the right.
Yeah.
That was a hard play to go, and Paul had it sniffed out.
Yep, it was very well covered. Paul was right there, and he says, well, I'll take it, and we'll take her out on the 20-yard line. No questions asked. We're ready to go the other way.
So the turnover early in the third period did not cost Liberty Center, so there's 10:46 to go in the third period.
Tom, it cost them a little bit in field position, but the main thing was they got the ball back.
Brett Babcock got up through the middle. They had to bring him down from behind.
Yeah, they had to bulldog him, but Big Gainer gets the ball almost to midfield for the Tigers, so they're back in business. And, you know, there was a stretch there the first quarter and a half. It looked like the Tigers could do about what they wanted to do. Even though your ending statistics didn't show that they had a big offensive production in the first half, they still could kind of control it. So we'll hope they can get back to that, Tom.
Gain of 26 for Brett Babcock gives Liberty a first down at their own 46-yard line. Babcock, quick pitch to Brett Babcock again. Penalty flag coming in late here again.
Yeah, way late.
That's up to the 50-yard line, a gain of 4, but we'll have to 3 or 4. We'll have to wait and see what the call is.
Nice.
The penalties have slowed this game down a little bit, Jim.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Face mask.
Okay.
Montpelier, I don't think it's a 15-yard, might be 5-yarder. It's not going to be a 15, I don't think.
Well, I'll tell you,
He's marking off 5 yards.
On those calls, if they're going to call them close sometime, then they better be consistent about it. Paul Smith got nailed for a stiff arm that they called a face mask on, and this one here certainly wasn't of the flagrant variety, but nevertheless, if you're going to call them, you got to be right about it.
2nd and 1 from Montpelier's 45-yard line. Straight handoff off the right side, but Tate Slee, he puts the ball under his arm and goes off the right side for a gain of about 3 yards. I think that's going to be a first down. It's going to move the sticks.
Yeah.
You know, he adds a little. He complements the other two guys in that backfield, Smith and Babcock, real well. When Tate gets the ball, you're getting helmets and shoulder pads into you. He's really a hard runner. We have somebody down on the field here, Jim. I think it's
Casey Bodenbender right now being attended to there.
Casey Bodenbender out.
When they turned over.
Okay, Casey Bodenbender came off the field under his own power. That's good to see. 10 minutes to go, third period. Babcock, quick pitch to Brett Babcock. He cuts up field. Oh. He was headed back across the grain.
Yeah, he was. They reached out and got him by the shoestring, but Tigers are kind of moving that ball, Tom, and that's what you like to see, execution, and if they can keep that penalty bug away, then they're having things their own way. You know, right to start the second half, my goodness, when the first couple plays that very first series and they fumbled the ball, things could have gone the other way in a hurry here, but the Tiger defense rose to the occasion. And now it's working the Tigers' way.
Babcock picked up 7 yards to make it 2nd and 3. Brian Babcock with a keeper. He goes down, he slips down, but I think it's down to about the 31-yard line. That probably will be enough for a first down.
Yep, that's got to do it.
They're moving the chains. Here again, we haven't seen the chain gang be called upon to come out on the field yet tonight, but that's all right. We'll take them. We don't have to measure them. They're easy to see.
That's right. We don't even need a close one. We just keep moving those sticks when it really counts. And Montpelier's hating this like poison. We're just moving them right backwards right now. So important series here for the Tigers.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Babcock back to pass. A quickie out here to Paul Smith. Breaks one tackle. Gets tackled by the second man. Down about the 19-yard line at the gain of about 12.
Yeah.
That must another first down, Jim.
Yeah, Tommy's pounding the turf and disgusted that he didn't elude that last guy there. But I tell you, he had to juggle that ball just a little bit, and let's catch it first and then run with it.
Yes, he was.
Nice pass by Babcock, and That's got it looking good there for the Tigers.
We the Tigers have kind of done what Montpelier's been doing to us, just dump it out into flats there and get some good yardage out of it. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Babcock calls the signals. He's a handoff to Brett Babcock. Tries to go outside. They got a hold of him. He's out of bounds at about the... He's going to go out inside the 15-yard line. I think they're marking about the 14-yard line. They have a gain of about 4.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line. 8:07 on the clock in the third period and counting. Liberty Center clinging on to a 21-18 lead, trying to get some momentum back here, Jim.
A scant field goal separating these teams, but the Tigers on a very nice drive here. They just
Moeller wide left this time. On the wing right is Smith. Slee and Brett Babcock in the backfield. A quick pass. There's Paul Smith again. And boy, you know, Jim, there's been some darn good tackling by Montpelier to get Paul Smith down. That's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Montpelier.
Yes,
they
sir.
look like they're going to be good representatives of the
much improved team.
NWAL.
Head coach Joe Briggle on his 5th year. Like you said earlier, it was a former player back in 1992 when there was 4 years in a row there where Montpelier beat Liberty. And he's got this program. He said he had plenty of numbers, and you can see him standing on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're much improved. It's a gain of about 3. It brings up 3rd and 3 from the 11. Babcock, straight handoff. Brian, straight handoff to Brett.
I think he lost the ball.
And he battles. He was stopped, but he just kept pushing forward.
Okay.
Well, I don't think he went too far. I think it's no gain.
No change of possession there. I thought the way it was looking there, that ball squirted loose there.
That brings up 4th and 3 from the 11.
Yeah.
Jim, I don't know what they're going to call this time.
Oh, well.
Here comes Adam.
It's going to be a piece of offense, and it needs to be because that pins them back in position there. But, man, you hate to come out of here without any points as close as they've got the ball there.
You know what worked at the end of the year last year, Jim, was a little fake, and O'Brien Babcock kept the ball a couple times.
He did, kind of a bootleg.
Oh, here we go. He's rolling pass.
Got it down. Got it in there.
Casey Buttonbender.
Yes, sir.
What a pass.
Wow. I mean, Babcock was rolling just about as hard as he could roll in this direction because there was plenty of pursuit, and somehow he fired a strike in there with plenty of bodies going this way and that way. Got it to his target.
Yes, he could have ran for the first down, but he opted to throw it, and I watched him play baseball. He's a shortstop. He does have an arm.
Okay.
I thought that Montpelier guy almost had a hand on it. Okay, Black tying up the shoe to make the attempt to increase the lead to 9. Or to 10. Jason Moeller, the snapper. Brian Babcock, the holder. Down. Kick is up.
Perfect.
I think he's perfect tonight.
Yeah.
4-4.
Yeah.
He had 6 last week.
Oh, he's gonna score a lot of points, and that's good. But boy, I tell you, that was a nice drive for these Liberty Tigers.
Momentum's back on their side with 6:14 left in the third period. Scores 28-18.
Yeah, remember Montpelier was celebrating. They got a fumble there on their own 30-yard line. The Tigers had the ball, or actually it's on the Tigers' 30-yard line, and they thought they were waltzed in for a score. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man,
yes,
they're thinking woulda, coulda, shoulda, but then the Tiger defense held them and then made a pick.
And here again, about the time we think the Tigers are on the ropes, they respond.
Yeah.
That's a big lift for a team. In the second period, when Montpelier scored those 2 touchdowns before the half, what a momentum booster to go into the locker room. That takes a lot to stop that momentum and get it back on your side. Maybe it was best that they had the halftime and they cooled off a little bit.
Well, yeah, get them off the field before they do any more damage.
Yeah.
But Tigers are going to be ready to see if they can play some more good defense here. And it's a passing attack that's that's kind of got the Tigers on edge right now.
The deep man for Montpelier is Kurt Moore, number 44. He's been Mr. Everybody for them. Now, he's done a lot. Receiving, kickoff returns. Bobby Black preparing to kick off, approaches the ball. gets a good foot into it, drives it straight down the center of the field. He's going to grab that at about the 16. Come to the left side, Morris to the city, right, cuts him back inside. He gets up to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 78 finally
about
was
a
able to
19-yard return.
wrap him up. We'll give her to Jacob Perchlik.
Jacob Perchlik.
Good sure tackle there when he caught up with him, but blocking was sufficient enough to give him pretty good field position here.
That was
Tom.
a pretty impressive run, Jim. You notice how patient he was behind his blocker.
Yeah.
Johnny Greitman cut him back to the inside, and they tackled him, but he's a very patient runner. He lets his blocks form in front of him.
Yep.
Okay, we got 1st and 10 for Montpelier at their own, we'll call it 35-yard line.
Okay, last time they attempted a pass, it was picked off by
Paul Smith.
Paul Smith out
Newell.
there. Ooh.
Oh.
No catch.
Incomplete.
No catch.
Intended for Lambertson from Thorpe. Casey Bodenbender had him up around the collar.
Yeah, the sweet thing on that, I thought, was that there were plenty of black shirts around that receiver. That's what you like to see. Too many times in the first half, the receiver was out there on the flats by himself after a quick slant route.
Yes, they did. I think they were, I think, like we said before, it's a game of adjustments. Casey Bodenbender seems to be moving all right after being on the ground for a while. So hopefully just a cramp or something. Montpelier taking their time. Number 55, Andrew Quigley in at left tackle. Denham-Foot, the other tackle, and Moeller and Hesterman.
Yeah,
here we
time.
go.
Too
The back
much
judge
time.
called to play there. It's
Yep.
a delay of game.
Boy,
That's going to cost him 5.
Yeah, that's unwarranted in terms of killing the momentum. You know,
You
want to get that back, you think, and you're trying to get the right play, and all of a sudden you find yourself walking 5 yards. That hurts.
Exactly. I think that was more of the coaches not getting the play in time for them to execute the play.
Yeah.
See, here again, they're waiting on the play.
Yeah, see, there's a counter. They see the defense, and then they try to counter it. Well, then the defense changes a little, or that didn't work before, so they're trying to put a wrinkle in it all the time.
That'll bring
Tom.
up 2nd and 15 from the Montpelier 30-yard line. Thorpe rolls up, throws the ball.
Oh! He caught the ball.
He caught
How
it.
could he catch the ball?
Tyler Carpenter tipped it. Paul Smith hit it. It went right into the hands of, I didn't get a number on that one.
I don't know, but somehow or other he caught that ball.
It might have been number 44. Might have been number 44, Kurt Moore again.
Jacob Perchlik now running off the
22,
field.
Okay, that's a gain up to about the 38-yard line. It still leaves them 3rd and 6, 5:25 to go in the third period. It's a big down. They have to keep if they want to keep the drive going.
You got to watch that quick slant pass. They were very successful with
Thorpe's
that.
back. He's looking for it.
Right there
44.
it is.
He's got it. And he got hit by Brian Babcock, but I think he got enough. Oh, no. They're marking it back at the 44.
Oh.
I think we're going to get to see the chain. Oh, maybe not. We'll see.
The signal was for a first down.
He gave it to him. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. He did get Brian Babcock hit him and knocked him backwards, but he kept driving and fell forward to just about the 45, and that's just enough for a first down.
But still, they're giving him too much cushion on that play there. We saw the quick slant and talked about it, and well, they just ran it for us.
He was flanked quite a ways out to the right here, and he just cut straight towards the middle of the field. Thorpe under center again. He's back to pass. It's going to be the screen play. Number 40, Giese. Oh, tripped up. We got a penalty flag at about the 45.
Number 8, Brian Babcock got him with the tackle, but boy, that was a pretty well executed screen pass. Where
they're going to make a call there. It's a
illegal men downfield.
Illegal man downfield.
Right,
tap on the top of the head.
Right. He sent too many guys out for that screen pass for a little interference.
So the penalty is going to put him back a ways. Liberty did make a nice recovery on that. That play looked like it. If there was it was set up pretty good again, but
Yeah.
somebody fought through there, and
Well, Babcock
it was
got
Brian
a
Babcock, okay.
tackle there, but it still was going for good yardage,
Yeah.
except they had about one too many men downfield there.
okay, it'll be 1st and 15 after the 5-yard penalty at the 40-yard line. Thorpe back to fake, back to pass again. He's going to throw down the middle, wide
Boy.
open. Number
Brian Babcock on an excellent tackle there, but a big pass play, and we seem to have the outside lanes covered, but there was plenty of space in the open there.
That was Chase Henry that caught that ball. He was just cruising across the middle.
That's about what he was
Yeah,
doing.
he just cruising across the middle, caught the ball, takes it all the way down into Liberty Center territory at the Tiger 41-yard line, and we're still having trouble with the passing game there. They've got a nice passing game.
They do indeed. Well, this quarterback's got a lot of confidence. He's got good arm strength, and he seems to know when to pull the trigger, Tom.
And he can move in the pocket. He
we're
moves around.
we're getting a rush on him.
There's a
there.
handoff, yes.
Yeah, Denham Foote, number 70, got a big piece of him there. Also, Tate Slee was there, but boy, they closed in a hurry. I think the rushing game is practically non-existent for the Locomotives tonight.
Marcus Newell was on that carry. He lost a yard to make it 2nd and 11 from the Tiger 42.
Yeah, your statistics after the first half showed that Montpelier wasn't getting much on the rush, and the second half, I don't know if they've gotten a yard, Tom.
I don't know. I think they had 19 yards in the first half on 11 carries, which is not a whole lot. Okay, we got two guys flanked top left. Backfield. Thorpe back to pass again. Pressure's on. He throws it up. Incomplete. Incomplete down around the 30-yard line. He threw it a little bit low, but the guy looked like he was open again.
Yeah, but pressure had something to do there. I mean, we got guys just rushing him hard as we can, but, you know, to that Thorpe's credit, he seems to feel that pressure and know just about when to step up and just about when to turn that rifle arm loose, but a little bit off target there.
Yeah, that brings up 3rd and 11 from Liberty Center's 42-yard line. 3:17 left. Here again, they're taking up. They're going to have to call it. They're going to have to burn a timeout.
Yeah.
They took too long to get it in, get the play in. So, okay, we're going to try again. We're going to have some of the sponsors. Special mention for Jerry and Karen Miller as they wish good luck to their son Derek and the entire Liberty Center football team for the season. Dave's Auto Service up there on Main Street with Dave Perry, Tiger Shop with Bob and Julie Shaddy, Holgate Metal Fab with Jeff and Todd Spangler, K&K Collision with Kyle Kern, state-of-the-art body work and all mechanical work done there. North side of town. Henry County Bank with locations throughout the county with Bill Wendt. Swanton Welding with Ryan Norm and the other Norm Zeider. Dugout with Stephen Catherine Parasini. Hills of Asphalt Paving with Randy Hill. And we're going to get back to the game here. 3rd and 11 from the Tiger 42-yard line. 3:17 left in the third period. Tigers have a 10-point lead, 28-18. Two receivers, top right again. Thorpe under center, barking out the signals. Goes straight back to pass. He picks up in the pocket. Throws one away. It is caught.
Boy, that's
He
unreal.
was under pressure. The guy.
The Tigers on the defensive rush were all over him. They even turned Tyler Carpenter, number 50, loose on him. Tyler was eventually able to put the hammer on him, but he still launched it out there, and evidently his man was there.
Boy, did they have the pressure on him, and he still got it away. It's a gain down to the 23-yard line from the 19-yard gain on that first down for Montpelier. They keep the sticks moving, and the drive's still intact.
Casey
We have a
Bodenbender.
timeout again.
Yeah, Casey Bodenbender coming off with just a little bit of a limp there.
Andrew Hill in for Casey Bodenbender on the right side of the defense back there. Now we have two receivers out to the right, and number 44 is one of them. Thorpe, quick pitch.
Number 2, Brett Babcock on the stop there, but going to be a pretty decent little gain there on the play.
That's number 32 again with the carry.
Got to give him
Marcus Newell.
7 yards on the play
7
there.
yards. That makes it third and short 3. Down to the Liberty Center 15. Clock moving. 2:24 and counting. Newell in the backfield. 2 receivers top right. Thorpe hands off to Newell. He's hit right away. He's tripped up by Hesterman, and I don't know who the other. There's a host of players there to get him.
Denham Foot had him in a bear hug there to totally eliminate any forward progress.
Hesterman slowed him up, I do believe, and that's down to the 16-yard line, and I'm not sure if there's a gain or not. I don't think there's any gain. It'll be third and still 3 at the Tigers' 16-yard line. Jim, getting that play in late, it cost them a timeout. You never know. Maybe late in the game when they need that play.
Yeah.
They need that timeout. That's going to cost them.
Yeah, but in Montpelier's plan of attack, they want to keep moving those sticks. Yeah. Brett Babcock on a very sure tackle there. They close very fast. Pass out in the flats there to number 44.
To pass Moore. Yeah. Thorpe's pass is complete to guess who? Moore.
Yeah, Kurt Moore.
More left, more right, more up the middle.
That's about it. And sometimes it is for Moore.
Yeah, I've seen this before. That's down to the 8. Oh, no, he lost yard. 18, he lost 2. We're up to 4th and 5 yards to go here.
The key is 4th down. His Tiger defense got to hold him one more time. But I'm telling you, watch that quick slant pass. There's nobody on Moore out there. They better get there in a hurry.
Thorpe under center. He's back to pass. He wants that. He throws it over the middle. Incomplete.
Oh, he had a man
Incomplete
there, too.
down the 12-yard line. He was wide open, I think.
Boy.
But they had him on the run, and he couldn't get a chance to turn himself around and make a good throw.
I think so. I think that quarterback probably hates rolling left, and he might be getting just a little bit tired. You know, sometimes some of those passes that are going for completions that move the sticks, he pays the price.
Yes, he does.
Tyler Carpenter and Moeller and even Hesterman have laid a lick on him now and again, and that begins to take a toll on the old body.
Won the first half. Brett Babcock was the leading tackler with 7. Tyler Carpenter was second with 4. So we've got 39 seconds left in the third period. 28-18 Liberty Center from their own 18-yard line. Babcock under center. Handoff straight up the middle. Oh, Tate Slee ran over somebody at the 27 and continued ahead to about the 39.
Yeah, he ran over number 24, Travis Zuver there. Thought he'd just kind of do a little fill job and get him to stop, but it takes more than that to bring down that running back.
That moves the sticks, get a gain of 11. That's what we were saying earlier. When Tate Slee comes through the middle, all you're getting is helmets and shoulder pads. Somebody's going to get hit.
He brings a load.
Yes, he does. Babcock under center for Liberty Center. Hands off to Slee again. Up the middle. Cuts off to his left. 50, 40, 35, 35, 20. Cuts back to the inside. Finally brought down.
Yeah.
Finally brought down about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, a couple of the Montpelier boys had the angle on him, so he wasn't going to beat him to the end zone, but what a great run. Zigged and zagged up here when he needed to.
What a play.
And good interior line blocking to get him started, Tom.
Jim, I think that was about a 61-yard run. He went all the way from the 29-yard line. They're going to start checking my math now, down to 11.
Well,
I think the clock's going to run out here, Jim. We're going to break away here for Tigers lead 28-18 at the beginning of the fourth period. We'll be back. Okay, here we start the fourth period. Tigers 1st and 10 from the Montpelier 11-yard line. Babcock back to pass, steps up. He's going to be sacked. He's going to go down at about the 15-yard line. Be about a loss of 4, I do believe.
Yeah, but it just wasn't there, and Wisely, good senior decision there. He decided to eat it rather than
no
do
place
something.
to make a mistake.
Exactly.
So you face 2nd and 14, still at the 15-yard line. The report was up here. Tate Slees went over 100 yards. He has 115 yards total today, or tonight.
Well, no question, he is very difficult to tackle, and he was hampered by an injury there, as the season began, but I'd say he's all the way back, both on defense and offense.
I'm not sure if we have a timeout or not. The Water Boys are on the field. They're sprinting off now. There was no timeout. Second down and 14 for Liberty Center. Jim, it'd be nice if they could get some more points.
Oh, yeah, gotta do it.
You can't ever get enough. Babcock, Smith in motion.
Oh.
Babcock
Tripped.
He was rolling out to his right.
Yeah.
And he tripped and he fell back about the 20-yard line.
I think 57 had something to do with that, and maybe we haven't noticed him. Mike Huffman's out there, and somehow or other getting ready to pull, or with the locomotives sort of pouring through there, they got a little bit tangled up, and Babcock goes down, and it's third and a mile or thereabouts.
Yeah. Adam Quigley coming off the field. I think Casey Bodenbender went back in the game. Jim, we got 3rd and 20. We got a long ways to go. Casey Bodenbender, top of your screen. Brett Babcock in motion. Handoff straight up the middle to Tate Slee. He plows his way down to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he gets
gain of about 5.
Gets some of them back, but it still takes a while. You know, now he's right exactly dead field. So do we have a field goal in us, or are we gonna try for big enchilada here?
From the 16, and 8 is 24. In the end zone, it'd be about a 34-yard field goal. I'm not sure, but it does bring up 4th and 15 with 10, 13, and counting on the clock. One good thing, we'll just watch the play here. Paul Smith on the wing right. Babcock back to pass again. Throws it to the end zone. Touchdown!
Yeah! Oh!
He pulled him out of bounds.
Whoa! Oh, my. Oh, TV5 watchers, I want to see that. He clearly was in bounds.
Jason Moeller made a beautiful catch in the corner of the end zone down there.
What do you got there, Landis? Can you see it, man?
Gets down to about the 1-yard line, a gain of about 7.
Yeah, Jason Moeller under recovery there, and I'll tell you what, if there's a better pair of defensive ends around, I haven't seen them, and our 2 defensive ends got to be in line for honors as the season keeps on rolling, because those boys can get her done.
They sure can. We're looking at 2nd and goal from the 1. Clock running, 9:15 to go in the game. Tate Slee in the backfield by himself. On the wings are Smith and Brett Babcock. Casey Bodenbender wide left. Hand off to Tate. He spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Tate Slee. 9:02 to go in the game. Tigers jump up to 34-18 and will attempt the extra point. Bobby Black.
Yep, Kyle Hesterman made a whale of a play there, but the whole defense has been putting pressure on, and a pass attack can work some of the time, but it can't work all the time with that kind of pressure.
How many times last year did we go against a spread offense, and it just was not what it was built up to be?
Yep, we can shut her down, but boy, oh boy, the secondary's got to be there for coverage.
Bobby Black to attempt the extra point. Babcock to hold. Moeller's snap is good. Oh, it made it over. A line drive for his 5th extra point of the night.
Yeah.
That couldn't have cleared the bar by a foot or so.
Tom, that was more of a knuckleball the way that ball was
we painted those
there.
goalposts this summer. Good thing we didn't put an extra coat of paint on.
That's about it. It wouldn't gone.
Jim, we're going to jump into some of these sponsors. Trucker's Paradise, open 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. with Lynn and Jerry Ripke and her 57 kinds of wonderful homemade pies. Sky Bank and Liberty Center. Pizzanello's Pizza, home of a slice to go for $1 with Craig and Sherry Myers. Featuring twice per day buffet, 11 to 2 and 5 to 8. Spiece's Trailer Court with Rick Spiece. B.A. Miller and Son Trucking with Norma Miller. L.R. Babcock Plumbing and Heating with Bill Tiplady and Dan and Francis Brown. Davis Farm Supply in Delta and Liberty Center. Grandma Karen and Uncle Kurt with Kelly Todd and Casey Bodenbender. Liberty Center Consulting Group with Mark and Jody Bly. Schaefer Truck and RV Sales and Rentals with Terry and Todd Schaefer on Road 10 between Dowd and Liberty Center. Miller Brothers Trucking, Napoleon with Skip Miller. Eon Industries with Judy Leininger and Dawn Bender. Mitchell Farm Equipment with Tom, Pat, Barb, and Mike Mitchell. Bobby Black lines up to kick off. He kicks her down to the left side. It's going to go out of bounds. Boy, Lamberson stood there and watched that ball go by with Paul Smith was closing in on it.
Yeah. Well, that sets them up on real good field position, and they don't have to handle it. So anytime there's an out-of-bounds kick, it's generally in favor of the receiving team.
That was a penalty on Liberty, but they're going to refuse that. I think they're going to get the ball about the 35-yard line because the ball went out of bounds. We have Derek Hefflinger in the game, the sophomore linebacker. Number 55 is, I do believe, Andrew Quigley.
Yep. That's who it is.
55.
Yep, Quigley, 6'4", 213-pounder, a senior.
His brother, Adam Quigley, 6'2", 205. Pretty good-sized brothers. Okay, 1st and 10 for Montpelier at their own 35-yard line. 9:02 to go in the game. 35-18, Liberty leads. In motion is Moore. Moore gets the pitch. There's a penalty flag.
They're going to have illegal procedure against Montpelier. The right guard flinched before it was time and going to cost him 5 yards.
Referee. Yeah, Montpelier's walking backwards, so you're right, Jim. False start, Montpelier. Well, Jim, I figured with 9 minutes to go and trailing by 17 points that maybe they would pass, but they tried the run that time, and maybe that's what they figured Liberty was figuring too.
Yeah, well, remember, if you will, the last few times the quarterbacks tried to pass, it hasn't come to good things there.
Yeah. Okay. In motion is Moore again. Quick pitch to Moore. He gets to the outside. Oh, he gets taken down up to about the 35-yard line.
Quarterback Brian Babcock there on the stop.
They're going to mark it down about the 32. I think it's a gain of only about 2 yards. Leaves up 2nd and 13. Leaves 2nd and 13.
I don't think there's any question the Montpelier quarterback's going to be using a little liniment and maybe time in the whirlpool tomorrow because he's taking some shots out there.
Tate Slee's out of the game. I think Jacob Perchlik is in his place. Quarterback under center. Fake handoff. Back to pass. Pressure on. He's open. He catches the ball in the right flats. I think that's Moore again. He goes up over the 40 to the... Oh, what happened over there?
I don't know, but bodies are flying and looks almost as if they're out of bounds, but no flags.
I think it was Moore on the reception, and he gets up to the 40. He gets up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13. That's real close to a first down. Well, our yard marker went down. I hope our chain king's okay.
Yeah.
Boy, they were right in the middle of that over there. Who's that on the end of the chain over there?
Can you
tell?
I can't see. Put your binoculars to good use there.
Let's put the binocular. It almost looks like Mr. Andy. No, it's Zacharias, I think. Jim Weiss is behind him, but I think Zach took the hit there.
Zach, can we get our trainer over there? I mean,
I'm not sure. I think they might have to.
Is he down?
No, he's up. He's up. But
all right. Well, he's a gamer.
Well,
seven.
You know, when you're on the sideline over there and you get trapped, you drop the marker, but you got nowhere to go with the players behind you. So
it's about right.
There's still some talk. Well, I think they're measuring the ball. That's what they're doing. They're measuring for the first down. A gain of 13.
Yeah, he's going to be short about 4 inches.
Yeah, he's going to be short. Third and inches from the I bet around the 40 Montpelier 45-yard line. Well, I'm glad the chain gang's okay. That's the main thing.
Yeah, we're going to need those guys, especially in a couple weeks here. We got a big red machine coming to town.
And they did a good job that time. They left it just a little bit short. So
yeah.
3rd and short. Montpelier could either run it or maybe pop out a pass again when we're not expecting it. So we'll wait and see. Third and short from the 45-yard line. Montpelier with the ball with 7:42 to go in the game, trailing by 17 points.
Yep, this is a very key possession here for Montpelier. If they want to or expect to get back in this, they've got to make it happen here pretty quick.
Oh, they want the referee wants more time put on the clock. 7:57.
Huh. Well,
so they
what was that, a net gain of how much there,
well,
Tom?
I don't know. I think about 14 seconds they gained on that. So.
Well.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Straight quarterback keeps the ball, I do believe, didn't he?
I think that was the sneak.
Thorpe on the carry, just straight ahead. They didn't waste any time. The clock will stop as they reset the chains up to the 46-yard line. That's all. They got just about a yard. That's all they needed.
Boy, he's moving pretty careful there, Mr. Thorpe is. That's a game quarterback. I like his arm strength and his accuracy, but I think the Tigers finally got his number, Tom.
Okay, Thorpe under center again, in motion. Handoff to,
44.
I think it's Moore again. There. Brings him down about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Brett Babcock initially lassoed him and sort of kept him propped up so a few more Tigers could get their licks on him there.
Boy, Jim, there's no substitute for speed. Getting to the ball, and that guy looked like he had the corner, and they run him down.
Yeah.
Gain of maybe one. I think he did get one. It's 2nd and 9 from the 47-yard line, and the main thing is, Jim, the clock is moving. It'll be under 7 minutes before they even get the snap off. I'm surprised they're not in a little bit more of a hurry-up mode.
Well, it almost looks as though the starch is out of the locomotives there a little bit.
Well, it could be. It could be. See, we got Ryan Sager in here, number 23 on the right in the line there at the right side. Thorpe back to pass. Hesterman pressured him. Hesterman puts a hit on him. Casey Bodenbader intercepts the ball at about the 27 or 28-yard line. He had him covered, but Hesterman put a hit in the middle of his back.
Yep.
Oh, from the blind side. He can't tell that's coming.
Yeah, he had to let that pattern kind of mature. And again, he squeezed the trigger. Boy, I'll tell you, he got another shot there. They've been kind of finding their mark for
Jim,
quite a bit.
You stand up here and you see the quarterback back to pass and a guy closing in on him. You want to almost yell, look out, because he's got a target on his back. Anyway, 6:41 to go in the game. Liberty takes over at their own 28-yard line.
So another pick by the Tigers and a good defensive play there by
Babcock. Quick pitch to Paul Smith.
Bodenbader.
Paul Smith makes a couple moves, but gets taken down. Down up to about the 33-yard line. A game of about 5 out. You see the Montpelier boys are getting up a little slower. They played a hard game.
Yep.
They've played an awful hard game. I think head coach from Montpelier, his program's coming around.
Yeah.
They're going to give some people trouble this year.
Oh, boy.
This team here could do real well. They were picked, I think, for 2nd or 3rd in the league.
Yeah,
by the coaches.
That's true. And with good reason.
Yes, sir. Yes, they are.
I believe that's a formidable batch of locomotives there. They've played hard, and I tell you, they had things going their way the middle of the second quarter and even to start the first half. But Tigers made those adjustments and was able to bend a little bit on defense, but keep them out of the end zone.
Yep. Clock moving. 6:10 and counting. Babcock comes up to the line. Brett Babcock and Tate Slee in the backfield. Paul Smith on the wing left. Hand off to Tate Slee. All you hear is helmets and pads hitting when he goes through.
Yeah, and he bounces through for another yard or two.
Runs on about a 45-degree angle. Here we got a flag caught. Well, anyway, he got up to the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 5 more.
Man.
Almost a first down again.
You know, those guys must be inviting each other to Sunday school out there or something because I didn't see anything. And play was way over with, and all of a sudden, here goes the flag.
To someone. Real quick here while they're sorting out the penalty, let's get
personal foul against there, so they were.
That's an offsetting penalty.
Yeah,
personal fouls, as Jim would say, they must be talking about where they're going to go after the game. First down, Liberty Center. First down for Liberty Center at their own 38-yard line. And I do believe the clock will start again after they get the chain set. We're looking at 5:50 now, and things are looking a little bleak for Montpelier. Jim?
Yeah.
They haven't scored a point this half, have they?
No.
They're held on 18.
The Tigers got some.
Tigers have put up 2 touchdowns, 14-0 in this period.
Yep, and pretty much own the time of possession.
We have Jason Moeller and Adam Quigley split out to the right side.
Adam Quigley.
Smith and Brett Babcock on the wing. Oh, Smith moves up on the line of scrimmage. Babcock back to pass. He throws over the middle.
Jason Moeller
at the 50.
Jason
He cuts
Moeller.
off. He slips and falls down. A gain of about 13 yards, and that's going to be a first down.
I'm telling you, Jason Moeller will catch it. If he can reach it, he's going to own that ball.
Jim, the last 2 years, the guy's caught 4 passes, I do believe. Besides that one, he's averaging over 33 yards a catch.
Yeah,
so,
but
three
three
touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 of them were for
Yeah.
touchdowns there. So
I would say get him the ball, and Rex is doing a good job of that. First
Yeah.
down and 10 for Liberty Center, over to 50, down to the 48-yard line of Montpelier.
Jason Moeller out here wide to the right.
Babcock straight handoff to Tate Slee up through the middle, adding to his total yardage or rushing yardage for the half. He is 48. He goes down to the 37 or 38-yard line. That's a gain of at least 10, I think 10 more. A little bit over 10 yards. He's got another first down. First down, Liberty Center at the Montpelier 38-yard line. 5:15 and counting in the game. Slee in the backfield, Brett Babcock. He's going to give it to Brett Babcock this time off the left side. He's going to go up to about the 35-yard line, a gain of about 3 yards maybe. Jordan Espinoza is a left offensive tackle over there.
Yeah.
He's played a lot tonight.
Adam Quigley also in there as an end.
That's a sophomore.
You mentioned that earlier.
Sophomore tight end. Watched him play reserve ball last year. He's a real good receiver. Brian Babcock up to center. Slee and Brett Babcock in the backfield. Hand off to Tate Slee. He just pounding over the middle. Nobody wants to tackle him. He goes 35 yards for the score. Jim, usually at the end of a game, when a guy makes a run like that, you look back and there's bodies laying on the ground. They're just plumb tuckered out from trying to tackle.
Yeah. Anyway, he kind of run through traffic there and just run a daylight. But Tate Slee seemingly tireless out there, be getting it done on both sides of the ball.
Yes, he is. He's an excellent ball player. So
Well,
we've got 4:29 to play.
Yeah, and I would think plenty of reserves coming in perhaps after this extra point try.
Bobby
Tom.
Black to try to keep his night perfect. Jason Moeller with the snap. Babcock puts it down. He kicks it up. That's good. Extra point number 7, I think, for tonight. Bobby Black, the lead now, 42-18. Liberty Center is taking control of this game with only 4:29 left to go. Meyer Badenhop Insurance Agency. We're going to get back to these sponsors again. Meyer Badenhop Insurance Agency with Glenn in the Napoleon office and Bob and Marge in Liberty Center. Ken and Robin Carpenter. Liberty Center Carryout with John McClure featuring Pettisville Meats and Potato Salad. Tim Boland's Hot Water. Tim Boland's Water Hauling Service. Liberty Center Athletic Booster Club. John Slagle in the memory of Donnie Sharp for those stinking, rotten, no good yellow flags. Jim?
Yeah.
It's very important. These sponsors are very important for this NCTV5.
Yeah.
They give them the funds to buy the machines, buy the tapes, buy the video camera, buy the...
Yeah, keep the equipment running so that
right.
these broadcasts can come for everybody to enjoy.
And I do believe I heard Spike on the tape last week that he's willing to take donations from other people if they wish to get in on the action here.
Yeah.
Call Mike Whitman. I won't give out his phone number. It's in the phone book. I won't give out his phone number. He did give me his cell phone number, and he wants me to call him right after the game and let him know how it came out.
I told
Bobby
him.
Black to kick off again. He's getting his legs got to be tired, Jim.
Oh.
He kicks it in the same spot again.
Yeah.
It goes out of bounds almost. They have an option to make him kick again, but I don't think they are. They're going to take the ball to 35.
Yeah, I think there's going to be plenty of fresh shirts out there. 77, Joe Honacki going in. 58, yeah, we've seen him. Espinoza, I believe.
Matt Tamarine is 52.
Okay.
58 is
78,
Philip Miller.
Jacob Perchlik there. Oh, they're going to make him
they
kick
are
it
going to
again.
kick it off again.
All right.
They are going to kick it off again. They do have that option.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I think they figure they maybe want to try to get it in Moore's hands back there and let him do his thing like he did earlier, except for a penalty. He would have had a touchdown on a kickoff return. But that's 5 yards back. Bobby Black will be, he got to put on his shoe. He'll be kicking off from the 35-yard line.
Shoe or a nose piece for that
Nose
shoe.
piece.
How's that work there?
I'm not sure. Let's put the binoculars on him and see. I'm not sure.
Long is like a big rubber band with a Velcro strip on it, wasn't it?
Kind of a square nose?
Nothing wrong with Velcro.
That's bringing technology to the toe.
What do they think of next? Okay, Black kicks the ball, same place again. I think it's Max Lamberson at the 26. Goes up the right side. Oh, he's going to cut back to the outside. Where Shoemaker's got a shot at him, and he's brought down about the 35-yard line.
For the most part, that Tiger defense is still going to hang.
Well, Philip Miller, number 58. Ryan Sager,
okay.
23. We have Joe Honacki, 77 in the game. I think Rex will start substituting one at a time. They'll be coming out. Excuse me. 52, Matt Tamarine. Philip Miller inside at the tackles. Perchlik at the linebacker with Honacki. Brett Babcock. Oh, they still have the Bodenbender, Babcocks, and Smith. There's a handoff. Off the left side. Paul Smith's got him. Wrestles him down. It's number 32 again. Marcus Newell. He gained of 2, 2nd and 8. And I think the Locos just want to run out the clock and go home. Thorpe over the ball. Whiteouts to both sides. Newell in the backfield. Here's he throws out to 42. Travis Walden with the ball. He's up over the 45 to about the 47, a gain of over 10 yards. That's going to probably give him a first down. Thorpe has not quit passing yet.
Oh, no, and he's running for his life every time he wants to throw that that apple. Couple defensive ends have got something to say about it.
Andrew Hill in for Casey Bodenbender, who's played a heck of a game tonight. Interception. He has an interception. Thorpe over the ball again. He's back to pass. He's going to try some more. Hesserman's got him on the run. He's running for his life. He got a hand. Hesserman got a hand on him. Whoa! Down to the 49-yard line, a gain of 4. But
that's pretty good raw speed there by Mr. Hesterman, and also he was fighting through 2 blockers.
Yes, he did.
2 blockers had him as he was making the heat on the quarterback, and the quarterback was able to get outside, but Hesterman shook the blockers and ran him down.
Jim, back in your day, was a defensive ends run down a quarterback like that?
Not too often.
And what hand strength? He grabbed him one hand and he pulled him right, hog-tied him right down.
Yeah,
2:35 to go in the game, 42-18. Liberty Center in command. Thorpe over the ball. He's back to pass again. A quick pass out there again. That's our buddy Kurt Moore again, brought down by Brett Babcock. Down about the 45-yard line, a gain of about 3 maybe. Brings up 3rd and maybe 3. As the clock runs, it's going to be under 2 minutes before they get out of the huddle. Jim, next week I think Liberty Center will travel to Evergreen to take on the Vikings.
They go to the Viking country, and
they were victorious in week 1 over Northwood.
Okay.
Thorpe over the ball again. Hand off to Giese. Giese flies through the air.
Yeah.
Andrew Hill. He is on top of Andrew Hill.
Well, Andrew Hill was ready to tackle him low like you're taught to do, and Giese just says, hey, maybe I can jump, and he did, but Hill stayed with him, and there were some other black shirts there to help him.
That was a gain of 7. That'll give Montpelier a first down. Brian Babcock comes off the field. Wes Shoemaker, number 4, is in the game for him. Perschlick at linebacker. Thorpe under the center. Back to pass. He's going to roll a quick pass. Oh! Caught by Moore again. Moore takes 2-3 hits, but not before he goes down to about the 26-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
Yeah.
That'll be another first down.
Shoemaker getting in the act there. Also,
number 85, Kuzer coming in the game.
Hill had something to do with it. Brett Babcock kind of missed him a couple yards upfield. Whale of a game by Brett Babcock on defense and offense.
Jason Moeller coming out of the game. First and 10 from the Liberty Center 26. Montpelier with the ball, 1:15 and counting in the game. Thorpe's going to go back to pass again. Steps up in the pocket, leaves it. Oh! Paul Smith was there, and Wes Shoemaker was behind him.
Yep.
Little high, incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:06 to go in the game. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the Liberty Center 26-yard line. Second down and 10 at the 26, 4th period. Thorpe looks over to defense. He's back to pass again. He's going to be tired tomorrow, Jim. Pressure's on. He throws complete.
Boy.
Complete down to about the 15, down to the 15-yard line to number 9, Travis Stoy, 6'1", 180-pound senior.
Yeah, I believe Josh Kuzer over there
number 85.
at the left defensive end was really putting a lot of pressure on that quarterback. But quarterback able to find his target out there. And
the catch by Stoy was enough for a first down.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. 45 seconds left, and the clock is running. Thorpe, thought he was going to quick pitch. He give off the handoff up the middle. Fake pitch and the handoff to Newell. Newell's the ball carrier. He got down to 13, a gain of about 2.
85 in there with a piece of that action again. Josh Kuzer making some noise out there.
20 seconds and counting. That might be they're going to get one more play off. One more play. 2 wideouts to the bottom of your screen. Thorpe again back to pass. He fires it. Oh! Did that get in there? No. Incomplete. How did he thread that in there even to get it to the receiver? Looked like Babcock and Shoemaker.
Yeah, Shoemaker right there.
Sandwiched him at about the 1.
That's about it, and there was no place for the ball. There were 3 bodies there looking at each other.
That quarterback does have a strong arm, does he not? He rifled that one in there. He got a chance, that time there, he got a chance to set his feet and throw, and he put some mustard on it.
Yes,
3rd and 8. From the 13-yard line, 4 seconds left. This is probably the last play of the game. Back to pass again. He throws it a corner to the end zone. Oh, just off the fingertips. Brett Babcock on the coverage. That's the end. That will be the end of the game. The Tigers, after falling behind 6-0, took a 21-6 lead. Then almost give it up just before the half to make it 21-18. But since then, they scored 3 touchdowns and put this game away, 42-18.
Yeah, the Tiger defense came up big in the second half, and that's a good thing. I still think there's plenty of work to do defending against the pass, and I think we've got the personnel to do it. I just think we need to kind of get it figured out how we're going to cover those quick slants and a quick arm quarterback.
It does pose a lot of problems when the quarterback gets rid of the ball real quick. But
to the Tigers' credit, Tom, they shut down the rush
completely and totally.
This team last week had 550 yards against Hicksville on the ground.
On the ground, yeah.
And the young man Daft at 365 yards. I didn't hardly even see him play in the second half. I don't know if he was injured or they just didn't run him, but the Tigers did an excellent job. I don't have the numbers yet, but well, anyway, we're going to close this game out, and the Liberty Center Tigers move out to 2-0 overall and 1-0 in the league. Montpelier will fall to 0-1 in the league and 1-1 overall. But like we said before, Liberty Center, we got a good football team, but Montpelier is they're gonna give some people problems this year.
Oh,
and
no question.
This could be if they win, that means computer points.
Yeah,
that's exactly
and
what
go
it does.
back to your statement at the very beginning that the NWOAL was at 7-0. Or 7-1.
7-1, and Archibald had a open game, open date.
So this might be a pretty strong league we're in right now. But the Tigers do a lot of things well, very well.
Okay, Jim, let's wrap this up. And the final here tonight, 42-18, Liberty Center wins. This is Tom Fry along with Jim Leatherman and Landis Utopia Burmeister on the camera saying goodbye. And Spike will be back next week. So you might have to turn your volume up a little bit or down. I'm not quite sure what it is, but have a good night.